If only.
What? Why?
Did you say your hip?
Yeah,
That's not your hip.
Yeah, it is.
it's her hip.
That's your rib.
No, my ribs are up here.
Alright, guys, you ready? You really don't. Alright, yeah, see, guys? You zoomed in the camera a little bit. Now the audience can't see my side of the table, which is absolutely fantastic. And when we do have a board at the table,
Plus.
we can be much closer to the board. What you got?
I'm 17 and a way.
I'm Cat.
2 natural 20s.
Yeah.
I guess that means good luck for tonight.
I'm carrying your love with me.
I guess that's gonna
fact that
become a
I
thing.
remember the adorable puppies, the cats, and then they get babies.
They get shaved or neutered, and then just like,
No, and that. Yeah, no, literally. Okay.
alright. We got our technical difficulties fixed thanks to Joe the man.
Don't even start.
Technical.
You're pretty too. What did I say? You're some kind of special.
I was about to say thank
We
you.
are back with tonight's newest episode of the Dungeon Initiative. We are continuing on with our little side story quest here.
Sorry.
Alright. I have nothing special to add on. Unless someone else wants to say anything. Oh. You'd like to talk about your missions?
So,
Yes, start the camera.
We can resolve it later, but
look
just
at that one over there. Oh. So, if you guys join our Discord server, I am actually hosting some commissions now for your characters, or I can do some character reference sheets. If you guys have like ideas, I will gladly do them. Just check on Ko-fi under either Void Fox or Kitsu. It will be all set up on Twitch, and you guys will be able to commission me.
and we're gonna also look into adding that as part of the bio on our Twitch page, so you guys can just click and go right to it. That way, if you've seen our promo art at the beginning, that is some of her artwork, so you guys can look
Wait,
into that.
Kitsu. I was actually right.
There you go. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and hit that intro, and we'll get started with tonight's episode.
Heavy crunch will disappear, markets crawling through the shadows will be brought to light. If there's a blood dungeon, and if there's monster to be slain, then you know who will answer the call. The initiative, the Dungeon Initiative.
Alright. On the last episode of the Dungeon Initiative, we had a side quest story with our beloved Hugh, which unfortunately ended with Hugh falling out of grace with the Forge God, leaving the rest of the group to wonder what may have happened to him, and with new information possibly about future threats of the Terra Promessa world. Now, we cut back 3 days before. And this time, we're back at the initiative. Zoe, you would have left by now. At this point, you would have left as well.
I probably would have taken me and Ona with me also.
I'm going back to the cap. It's an average day here at the Dungeon Initiative's town. The people kind of going on about their day. Every once in a while, there's a loud thud, 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 like a post being driven into the ground. What are you doing on this fine, lovely day? The sun is shining. The clouds are dispersed evenly.
That's what the thud noise is.
Exactly.
I'm aggressively plucking a chicken.
Your girl has left you alone for one night, and you already freaked out.
Am I gonna call Dummy Mommy?
But
Oh God.
let's say that you're out in the town, right?
Okay.
Okay. You might be out collecting your potions,
Mhm.
doing your grocery shopping for the day. So you got three big dogs back at home, 3 wolves to take care of, including yourself. So
What?
it's one of those nice days. You might be saying hi to familiar faces and such. Sam and the Night Knockers kind of having settled down now. They're kind of like getting established. And when you see them, when you see the Night Knockers, they're in deep discussion with one of the lords that Bloodstream came from. And as they're kind of like going back and forth, Sam might like give you a wave as you pass by. You continue to hear the loud thudding noise. It's kind of echoing like somewhere from like the south side of the town. As you kind of like maybe head in that direction, that being in the direction of your home, outside of the walls, you see.
What is wrong with you? You're using my daughter's kids for that.
You see Lord Bloodscream there on his horse, kind of like, seems like he's wiping his hands with like a cloth and limping over. And what's there is they have uprooted a church.
Like built a church or okay.
It's still got like the columns, so there's no official walls or anything. And they're like kind of nailing down a sign and a post. And on it, you see the sigil of Pelor. And it's being labeled as the House of Pelor.
This is within the walls or outside of them?
This is within the walls on the south side, probably closest to where like the outcrops are, kind of overlooking them. It would be one of the first things you see of the town when you come out.
Kind of walks by and like looks at Bloodscream and the soldiers. I thought we had a church in the walls.
Bloodscream kind of looking to you. Good morning, Fenrir. You having a good day?
So far. What's going on?
Establishing a house of the Lord, Pelor. We noticed that we're kind of lacking in homes dedicated to the Father, so it's about due time that we prop that here and we get people more acquainted here in the town. Of course, it's optional.
Wasn't there a church to Paylor down in what's the south side? I'm coming up to the south side.
So there was a church, but it was not an officially labeled church at the time. So it was, he like does point out to it, he goes, it's still there, and you're welcome to go worship who you like. But the capital and the Terra Promessa and the old world itself, this is the practice. So those who are welcome and curious can come and step in, and we can show them why we have chosen Pelor.
Question: did I see Paylor during that?
Yes. He was the main guy running the show.
He was the one that had the sun for a head.
Oh yeah.
He didn't, but whatever. I mean, he was definitely bright and
Son. Kind of like standing there, like recalling like the visage of the god Paylor for a second. Huh. He did seem pretty interesting. Well, it's good to see that you're at least not doing anything too crazy, I assume.
I haven't been here that long. There's still time to do some drastic things. Changes are still coming. And hopefully for the best. I noticed that a lot of your friends dispersed shortly after our meeting here.
Some on vacation, handling personal business, dealing with family, from what I assume.
I can only pray they're not breaking the law, right?
I can only assume.
And did receive note that your friend in the capital was sent on assignment. It's amazing what happens when you leave the capital walls.
Hugh?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Let's just hope it's nowhere close to the capital itself, and whatever chaos he brings upon himself, he doesn't bring back home with him as well.
Yeah, you know that's not going to happen, right?
Yes, I'm very aware.
This is the same word we're talking.
I can't exactly make all the choices for Godfrey. Godfrey often makes a lot of choices behind my back, along with that rose gold fella.
Respectfully, there's not one bar in the old world that they don't know me or Hugh getting into bar fights. I've at least become a bit more tame. Him, however, he's still Hugh.
You seem to somewhat have a level head.
I learned a lot of things and saw a lot of people and got involved with a lot of stuff that, got me thinking. By the way, he is wearing his initiative coat. It's kind of like a button up with a vest and like the mantle has been fashioned into like a kind of shoulder coat. So there's that, and on his side, he's got the Mordecai in his book so that he can like kind of pull it out.
Okay. He like kind of looks you over and he like reaches into a pouch on the side. He goes, "We need more copies of The Word of Pelor, but here's a really good novel by one of the best known clerics before his time of passing." And he passes you a book, and it has a photo of like this dwarf like with his hand across his chest with the sigil of Pelor, and he's like kind of looking off to the side. And the title says "The Guiding Light" by Father T.
Oh, Christ.
Okay.
Then you see the author picture, and he's like this, pointing at the Paylord.
But he's like, he was one of the most devoted to Pelor, and he became pretty well known before his demise at the Battle of Dorian Gray.
Did Eddard ever talk about
Father T.
Father T?
I think you guys encountered him briefly.
There was an instance
When you saw the gods together, he was there. He was Pelor's champion.
Ah, okay. But has Eddard ever spoken about
Not
it?
really. No, he don't like it much.
Kind of looking at the book. Oh, this guy.
Have you met him?
Kind of along the lines of pass by, but kind of.
I often had opportunities to worship with him, and he visited the old world once on a mission. But unfortunately, he passed the Battle of Dorian Gray, and since then there have not been any like him. I can only assume that Pelor found his soul and brought him under his light.
I'm safe to assume that may have happened. Judging by his own book.
May we all be so lucky to follow in the Lord's light and be granted his favor.
Shut up!
Eddard in the distance.
What's that mean? Oh! I really wanted to look up and see chat going, oh! That would have been great.
He kind of looks at Bloodscream. I never really took you for a religious person. I mean, I guess not in the respectful religious way. And he like puts the book in the.
After you've seen enough war and battle, you tend to draw yourself to something divine in order to re-seek balance in your life. And surprisingly, for a long time, religion especially was not something I had favor for. In fact, my father often dissuaded us from it.
I can only imagine why. Just if there's any say that I might have, at least leave the kids alone in the academy.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
If there's any sway of anything that I may have to say here, try to keep the soldiers from the academy and leave the kids alone. They have their own things that they take care of and handle there.
We do allow the open worship of those who, follow different religion.
Oh no, I mean activities and stuff like that. It's been quite dead since you guys have shown up.
It's only been barely a day.
Yeah, and every day they're usually outside.
Well, I can't pull my men off the streets. Patrolling them and maybe even training what you already had is my goal. The Night Knockers themselves are going to be reassigned into their own division. As for the kids in the academy, they're free to continue as they were. Nothing's changed in that aspect yet. Unless we find a reason to put a stop to their activities, I still believe that innocence is something to be preserved. Therefore,
Alright,
kids should be kids.
I'll take your word on that if you're willing to give it.
As I said before, Fenrir, I know that our first approach was not necessarily the most positive one, and some have told me that I can often be difficult, if you'd believe it.
He gave off that feeling just walking around.
You must understand, I'm not just one man dealing with my own family, I'm one man dealing with legions of men. And now I have a responsibility to your own people here. So even though I might seem hard, you might eventually come to see why I am. But right now, enjoy the day. You don't have anything important going on, do you?
Just seeing what the local shops are gonna have in stock and see if I can't find anything useful.
Fair.
I've been reading this, and he holds up the Mordekainen's Book of Monsters.
He slips you a room key.
Never,
Maybe come back.
never know what you can come across or what in situations you can get involved.
So, like, in this world, I like to think that the book is like this black leather-bound thing with maybe like some weird inscription on the front.
Oh, it doesn't have the picture.
No, it's not the.
Mordekainen on the front of it.
But he does look at it and he goes,
Yeah, like yeah. If I may, like he kind of walks over a little bit and opens it up and shows you, like it's just.
you see him kind of like brace himself for a second,
It's okay. It's a normal book.
and he's like, "I've had more than enough encounters with unusual books, so
That's
pardon
like-
my caution."
It's a normal one.
Just
And it,
like children's drawings in there.
on some of the blank pages, actually.
when I was a youth learning about the monstrosities of the world, my books used to come to life and try to eat us.
That's fair.
Let's just say it's not the most logical thing to have in a school.
Well, this one hasn't tried to eat me yet, so.
Stare at the camera. And he's like kind of looking at it and like flipping through some pages, and he's like, "There's some rather unusual creatures here.
Some of them I've encountered, some of them I haven't.
Let's definitely not encounter that." As he like flips the page to some random thing, he's like,
And when he gets farther to the back of like some blank pages that are in it, there is like a terribly drawn like centipede cat thing monster, the creatures that we encountered.
"Yeah, the hell's is this?"
Yeah, I wish I could tell you, but
Yeah, like the queen stats,
Yeah.
stat block.
It's just a worm, and then it's just a cute head of a cat on there. They look nothing like it.
it was a strange creature we encountered when we were over in Sweetwater. Some old ruins and a lab and stuff like that. Somebody had made some sort of monster or something.
He you notice he kind of like sucks his teeth and looks away in thought, and then he goes, "What happened to this creature?
It seems to not like cold.
Was this a disruption that happened to Sweetwater?"
That may have been. We prevented as much damage as we could to Sweetwater.
Thankful for that, at least.
Um,
What happened to the remains of this creature?
Bits and pieces, we made sure that we tried to either, well, I guess, I can only assume the people of Sweetwater is trying to make use of it, figure out what they can with it, or burn it, because...
The capital got word of it. There's definitely some scribes probably looking into researching it. So if not already, they're on their way to go look at this before it rots or deteriorates any further.
Yeah, that's fair. It took a few days, but it didn't seem like it was going away very much. The remains are pretty tough to get rid of. Very sinewy, very...
I'll leave you to the rest of your day, Fenrir. Perhaps you can join me and my men outside the walls. Plan to have meal as a group and celebrate our new homes. In private. Something me and my men would only be doing.
He is looking yucky.
Stop.
Stop it.
No, you said it. Stop.
It's just a badass animal.
Alright, so you go about your day. And you said you're kind of like still in the markets,
Yeah.
so you might like kind of loop back around and...
Checking the potion shop or like near the alchemy areas and stuff like that, seeing if I can find any
Yeah,
potions.
I mean, you go in and you buy the things that you were looking for. Okay. I would say 150 gold for everything.
Okay.
Pretty fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
For each item. Just kidding.
You know,
Yes.
back and sweet.
Before we left, we asked her crayons, markers, pencils.
I'm gonna
Do you
need
want
a
to bring
loan.
nothing? I'm like,
Yeah, since I didn't have to use them for Discord.
yeah.
Should be fun. Should be fun.
So, you go and you buy your items, and let's say that like, Fenrir drink coffee or anything.
Yes, actually.
Okay. Let's
He's
say that.
he's
Wait,
grown.
didn't that happen one time in one session that he actually went to a coffee shop?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it was
There was
called,
the
Yeah, there
the
was-
coffee shop where he ran.
I
into
forget
Red.
what we called it. I know I have a name written down
Something
somewhere.
bean.
It was something really funny.
Yeah.
But let's
It
say
was morning
let's
meat.
say for the sake of consistency, this is like a mini version of that,
Okay.
and it's more outdoor.
This is called dirty water.
So you're there. You're there. You get your drink, and again, like people are kind of out and about doing their thing, and you get your drink. And when you turn, you notice that there is a man seated at one of the tables, kind of looking off toward the north, and they seem to kind of be in deep thought. Describe your character.
Oh, okay.
Like, buddy.
Okay. Where's he sitting?
So like, this is the shop, right? You're kind of sitting like up front, like at one of the tables, just kind of looking off in that direction.
Okay.
Probably a few maps on the
So-
table. You're just looking at stuff.
No.
Unga.
So, I would say like he's kind of sitting there way on drink as he stares up north, and what you see is hulking mass of a man, basically. You don't really see like too much skin, like mostly just like on his arms, which are mostly wrapped in like a bracer, and he's got like a hood on his head, just minding his own business at the moment, like right like behind him.
I would be turning and like kind of looking around and watching like the area around, and then seeing
A server trips and falls in front of you, and they almost spill the drinks. Do you help them?
Okay.
So like she stumbles forward, almost drops the glasses, and she like sets the platter down, and she's like taking a minute, and she goes, "Oh, hi Fenrir,"
How you doing?
and her name is Annalise. Let's just say.
Anyways.
You know her from being there consistently. She's one of the coffee girls there, one of the servers. And she's looking at you, and she goes, "Can you do me a favor?
What's up?
Can you take this to that man over there? I need to go take a breather." And then she takes out this long stem looking thing, and she starts hitting it. She walks away.
Did you just make medieval vape pens?
I did.
It's Effie. Anything can happen in its world.
Hell yeah.
He's the DM.
I gotta show you the video later.
Instagram is Instaforge here. Shut up. Shut up. No.
You know what I told him yesterday? I was like, I like to think that like down the line, if everything went great and you guys, like future characters thousands of years later, right? Obviously things would progress, but I like to think that it's medieval retained with steampunk. So I like to think of like teenagers driving these steam engine cars and like racing each other and stuff. And Instaforge would be really funny. Just
Instead of Twitter or X, it's
hey
just
yo, I'm
called-
live on Witch.
Instead of Twitter or X, it's just called Raven.
That's already
And
canon.
Yeah.
You're sending a Raven.
You're sending your raven. I love that. I actually love that.
See, we can do a lot there. But yeah, the server girl like kind of leaves you there. You notice that some of the other drinks have like spilled over like on the platter, but that one kind of remains where it's at, and it's like this very large like kind of cup, like so very wide, almost like a bowl instead of a cup.
He kind of grabs it because his big hand and kind of walks over to the guy. I think this one was supposed to be yours. It didn't spill, but she's taking a break for a moment. And hand it over to him.
Just a big meaty green hand grabs it.
Both
Thank
meaty hands just touched each other.
Just from that light touch.
The windows crack.
You ever seen Predator when Schwarzenegger's character and his friend they like cut?
Except this time, it's just the slightest touch. It just windows shatter.
Wait, no, okay.
Thank you. Starts kind of drinking it.
Kind of looking at you.
Right. Since you're up close now, you would see like there's like tusks sticking out and everything.
Half orc.
Full orc.
I think he was asking.
No.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
He's like looking at you. Related to an orc, or you're an orc?
You don't get many orcs, yeah.
Outside of Duratan that I know of, I haven't seen him in a minute.
We don't even know that name.
I was about to say like he's gonna ask.
You do know about the orc tribes that have come here,
Okay.
and you've been to Terra Promessa before at some point during your travels, but maybe like not as heavily as you've been recently. So no, not personally, but you know of him.
Oh, not part of any tribes here.
Man, you didn't seem like somebody who frequents around here. Who?
Not exactly. Just been a while since I've been here. This town was not here.
Well, welcome back, and hopefully you enjoyed the place. And he's gonna go back over and sit down and drink his coffee.
It's a bot.
So based on like your instincts and stuff like that, like your heightened senses, you would catch a scent that's familiar to you.
Can I say like one more thing as you're walking away? Beast cake, huh?
He's like stops.
You have possibly ventured north long time ago, would you?
And respectfully,
Here, I'll hold this so that way you have.
he kind of like slow turns and looks at you. Potentially, I would not like to harm anybody near here.
That all depends on your next words, yeah.
Well,
How old are you?
in what way? My age, or since I've been able to?
Just how old are
31.
you? You're not the one.
Kind of stares at you a little bit.
Shut up! I'm watching. Shut up! Watch the TV.
Wait, you're after another one?
Would you know where I can find another one?
You're the first one I've personally encountered since I left home, honestly.
Oh, no. Some may call me a monster, but I am no beast king. And as he lifts off his hood, kind of finally turns his head towards you, you see like his eye is replaced by like a gem.
He's like, oh god, what a relief. We don't need two giant monsters clashing in the middle of the initiative, honestly speaking. I might explain why I didn't even get a weird ferocity from you either.
So
So would you care to join me for a drink then?
Honestly, you're the first clue from...
It's nice to run into another beast team that I don't have to
Like I said, you're the first clue, and honestly, the first thing close enough to what I want to achieve from what I'm at least perceiving here. And he like pulls the chair out and sits down.
the people kind of continuing around you guys about their day. You just take your seat across from them. The server girl, Annalise, kind of like looking around, takes the plate. She goes, "Everything's okay over here?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Did you need a refill?
Yes, how much for a refill?
It's on us." She like takes the cup, places it down, and like walks off with it.
Well, I was thinking. That's nice to know how it is. So you're after another Beast King.
That's one topic of mine. Word has it, there's a bunch of stirrings down south here of, well, this region at least. That's what I mean by south. Of larger than life creatures running amok.
Yeah.
Some with 4 eyes and purple hair. A church with a wolf on it. Sorry.
Realistically, I haven't heard much of anything. I've been trying to find at least another one, and not one that I have to fight. I think the other one that I came across,
They run into this one. You'll definitely
well, the last one I came across, if he was one, his name was Octus. They didn't refer to him as a Beast King. They called him like a
Devil's blood.
demon shifter, devil shifter. So
I've heard many names for those. They're all the same.
what do you know about them?
Just how ferocious they can be if they don't tame their beast.
I guess that ends up at the same point I'm at then. But you're referring to yourself as a Beast King, or at least another Beast King.
No,
No.
no beast king.
But you know about them.
Had my encounters.
Have you killed any?
3.
Okay.
One of them was
That's unfortunate. Here, I've been looking, and I don't even have a lot of questions anymore. And you said the one that you're after, it brought you here? Or at least within
that's
the
what the
region?
rumors are telling
At least returns with the cup. Set it down for you. Anything else you might need?
me. Can you send someone to ask the butcher how long it's gonna take to skin that owl bear I brought in? I need to get paid soon.
Okay, I can send a word to you.
Well, you've already been over to an owlbear, or not a butcher. Get over to an owlbear. You've already been over to the butcher.
You're asking how much they'll pay, or how much?
So how long it's
How
gonna
long
take
it'll
till
take
they're
to
done?
skin it?
And she kind of like goes off around the corner of the shop and disappears. She does stop and ask you first, like, is there anything that you might need?
Just like finishing up his coffee. He's like, "I'm fine." Thank you. That's
Yeah, of course. He, like, takes off around the corner. You
Old
guys,
world, huh?
beast nomads. Not all of them are beast kings, but we consider them members.
you guys like kind of hear way off in the distance to the north, kind of like a low rumble, like rain is starting to kind of come in, like a thunderstorm. But it's pretty far away, so it's like you both are like a little more attuned to it, so like your ears might flicker at the sound. Over here, it's still pretty bright out. It's like there's no like rain clouds in sight currently.
Well, if you're gonna get to a butcher, figure that payment out. I'd do it soon.
I'm in no rush.
Anything kind of off about the
I find it funny, like anytime we stop talking, it's just like silence between these guys just sitting there.
because they're like
guys just sitting there
Yeah, and
in
like
silence.
while you guys have that silent moment,
everyone else is like
no. So like I said, everybody's kind of about their day, but you notice that like some Bloodscream soldiers kind of like march by, and they're kind of like looking over, and you notice that there's like a little bit of a tension when they go through. Even though they seem friendly, they're like waving at everybody. There's people who kind of look at them funny, and they seem to be whispering, and you hear like some of the guys saying, "They don't even fucking belong here."
See, Bloodstreak's influence still spreads.
Sorry. He's like, excuse me.
I could probably speak a little louder.
A little louder, yeah. Just project your voice a little bit. What did you say then?
I see Bloodscream's influence is still spreading.
Yeah. That guy's kind of... I'm not sure what to make of him. He seems like a believable guy. But military cutting into power anywhere is just...
In terms in characters.
I'm not even doing anything.
I thought you were staring at me for a second, just like,
I want to be able to watch this later and be like enthralled.
I get
Stop breaking the tension.
Oh.
God damn it! Like, I'm intrigued. This is good. I don't have to do anything.
Oh.
Great.
Are you okay?
Finishing it. Leave me be.
Oh. Yeah. Usually when military takes over an area, it's never usually a good sign. That was definitely the case in a few places over in the old world, so I can only imagine what it's like here. Plus, most of the people here are just trying to mind their own business, and the kids are trying to figure out how to control their own abilities. So,
old world is just stuck in their old ways.
yeah, I believe Bloodscream's from there. So,
I know. I've dealt with his family before. Don't worry, I'm not going to stir trouble with them if that's what you think.
no. If it's anything, I just...
I need to speak louder. Okay.
Oh my god, it sounded like
Yes!
And that tone you just did was pretty solid.
Yeah, it sounded like Bane.
Go ahead though.
Oh, yes! You barely adopted the dog.
It's back here. He sounds like this, but as soon as he shuts up, oh yes!
I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
And a meteor falls from the sky.
Two beings catching it. Okay. So, which direction are you heading after this?
Hold on, stay on the part you were on.
He wasn't.
Look, still goes back to like kind of staring north for a moment.
When you do look off to the north, it's kind of hard to see the mountains over the town, but you can kind of see the clouds gathering in the distance, and there's like crackles of light kind of going through it as lightning kind of courses through the storm clouds. There's like a tension in the air as well. That's like, you know, whenever there's an approaching storm.
Kind of like looking around the sky. Are those clouds like secluded to an area?
They're like off north. It's almost like it's bright daylight here, but off in that distance you can see like the building clouds.
That's not right. Well, he gets up. If you're not gonna make trouble with Bloodscream, that'd be nice, as you told me.
They don't make trouble with me. I don't make trouble for them.
You enjoy your stay here in the Dungeon Initiative until you decide to leave.
So you get up.
Yeah, I think he's got tusks sticking out, so it's just
Yeah.
constantly like.
There's a louder rumble, and it follows by like a sudden like shake in the earth. Everybody in the radius kind of like jumps as the ground shakes beneath your feet,
I just kind of.
and all of them are kind of like looking around, confused as another tremor runs to the ground.
Is that something I'm waiting for?
It's definitely a sign of something familiar to you.
Gotta take the bowl, finish it up till the innkeeper. I'll be back later for my payment. Gonna grab my things. It
Walking
was
in
nice
that
to meet you.
Oh, he was already walking in that direction.
You son of a bitch. So did you follow me or?
No, he started
he's
walking.
walking.
I'm
before
walking
you.
Okay.
towards the storm.
You noticing him heading in that direction.
Yeah.
That draws you. as you kind of continue through, soldiers and other guards kind of like run off towards the northern gates, and some of them are shouting, and they're just like, "It might be a natural event. Everyone batter yourselves down. Get you somewhere safe." And like there's people under their doorways looking around as they might be bracing for what feels like an earthquake.
One of the guards nearby.
Yeah.
Looking at him, Fenrir like walks by and stops. You. Inform Blood Scream. Have the guards at least line up on that side towards the storm. At least a decent amount, just in case.
Prepared to evacuate. So I continue that way.
Yeah. What?
Open the gates.
Like the gates are like they're open.
I
know.
That wasn't over the table.
Like for the sake of like they're there and like the guards are like, we don't know what's happening. Wait, and the doors kind of like.
Guy walks through.
We can't guarantee your safety, and then they start to push the door.
Neither can I guarantee you.
You notice that the captain from before, I forget what his name was. Let me look that up real quick.
Did you give names to these guys?
Billy Bob, and Billy Jr.
The halfling.
Yeah, it was Kyle.
Would be freaking Kyle.
I know.
Yeah, he sees you and he's like, Fenrir, what are you doing?
It's one of those things.
Do we have any idea what this is?
Not
And-
yet.
The ground kind of shakes again. You see the trees off in the distance closest to the initiative kind of like shaking as the earth seems to kind of be unsettled in that direction. You notice that the cloud above the mountains in the north seem to have gotten darker, and you can definitely tell like the signs of like rain like pouring down in that direction.
Definitely have everybody brace and get everybody inside at least.
They kind of all continue to get everybody situated as you guys kind of like continue to walk out. And the further you guys go, little by little, some of those clouds start to kind of like settle over your guys' heads. And the first signs of rain, trickle down over you guys. It's kind of a light drop.
Kyle Izul.
Visual, yeah. Hey, some people chose American names.
What's American?
Sorry, old world names.
The old world.
But you guys are walking. You guys are walking together and headed toward the north.
It's kind of odd having somebody walk with me for things like this.
Likewise.
I guess try not to get in each other's way.
Just kind of kept walking.
Okay.
Just try not to die.
I'm pretty good at that so far.
So, Fenrir, off the top of your head, and I would say even you, kind of like based on your instinct, to get here to there, it's about a 3 days walk on foot. So, you're kind of in this process of starting to walk out and realizing that whatever's happening out there isn't immediately here. But rain kind of starting to pick up. Who knows what that could bring, right?
Yeah.
The tremors kind of cease for a little bit, and it's just you guys kind of walking right
Kind of just looking around the surroundings.
I'm trying to simply bring.
I mean, that actually sounds good.
That's pretty good. If we all do it.
What the heck? Oh my god.
Alright.
Drink water.
You guys just gonna be like this the whole time? Alright. So, you're left with no rations or anything like that, or gear
I
other
got
than the
what I
potions that you bought. He got what he needed. You guys, I assume you're gonna just start walking and walking, right? Is that what you guys are doing right now?
That's
starting
what
the journey in
I
that
have
direction?
every intention of doing at the moment, yeah.
Ben?
When I get hungry, I eat. When I eat rest, I sleep.
Gee, I hope so. Road work ahead.
If the road does not work, I jump over it.
I think it's good. Nice.
Huh?
I'm fine with it. Yeah. But you guys are continuing to walk, right?
Yeah.
So having this in mind, knowing and understanding that like wherever you're going, you already have the sense that this rain and this tremor could be natural, but the rain itself looks odd. And the way it just kind of like appeared out there,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I can't hear it.
So if you guys are just insisting on walking side by side, I want both of you to roll a percentile.
Percentile?
Actually, I'll
To see which one of us does first.
Let them do it.
You want us to do it?
Yeah, let's
73.
Should I take that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
36.
It's like a 90.
96?
And
Let me see.
That's a 90.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a 90.
so 96.
73 and a 96.
A lightning bolt comes out as I catch it. I throw it back.
Oh my god.
So
Now
As
look
you
out,
guys are,
I'm on a horse.
you guys are like on this walk. What turns into just a couple of hours turns into like almost half a day's work. And none of you have said anything to each other. The rain has been consistent, and the clouds kind of growing darker above your head as the beautiful day that was before is no longer there.
Fenrir just like pulls out a piece of jerky and just like bites into it.
And as you guys are kind of continuing on, you hear what sounds like the footsteps or the steps of like hooves, like a horse approaching someone.
Horse wet, so it's like
Words and hands.
I mean, like, like you guys are not too far from the northern road that led out of the initiative, so it's safe to assume that there's somewhere along that road. And you guys look over, and what you see, there is like a tall, slender-looking person with a white hood over their head, and they seem to kind of be like out of it on top of their horse, getting rained on.
kind of walk toward the horse. Is it like come toward us? You said.
The horse kind of make an animal handling check.
Stay.
God.
No kidding. Jeez.
Rolls a 1.
Russell one, that's a-
Let's see.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nat 20.
Snaps the neck.
You already
Nat
had a
20.
double earlier.
15 plus 9.
Nice.
So yeah, before the horse like starts bucking and going crazy, you calm it down. This horse is like a dark brown fur with like a white spot on its forehead. It's like kind of looking you in the eyes, and its eyes are wide, and the pupils are like all like crazy dilated, like it's afraid of something. The rider on top doesn't seem like they got like disturbed or awakened, and they're just kind of like hanging there, like.
Check the ride.
Fenrir kind of like walks up and like,
The whole time not acknowledging you, and then I was like, do it.
like grabs the coat, tries to like move the person a little bit. You okay up there?
They kind of like, oh, and they're pale skin, sharp features. They appear to be male, and when like they turn their head, you notice their ears. They're an elf, and he looks around, and he snaps out of it. Oh no, 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 no! Where are the others?
You're the only one.
Must have gotten lost. Have you all experienced the tremors?
Yeah, there's some ground shaking and the storm over you right now.
Nothing's come from the dark, have they?
What was that again?
Nothing has come from the dark, have they? The storm itself.
About that.
So you know that this disruption only happens when this creature is in an awakened state.
Okay.
Meaning that it's maybe woken up.
Go get close.
Close to what?
Where did you see this creature?
I've been running for some time. Me and my men, we were in the mountains.
Where?
I lost track of them some time ago, and now I'm here. The mountains to the north, beyond toward the Feywild.
Right.
You know of what I speak, don't you?
I ended up making a visit up there recently.
If you value your life, you would not risk it for something like this. We are in deep need of an army. But I've been turned about. Where are we? Which direction is north?
Behind you.
Like checking down, he like pulls out a compass.
Head that way. You'll find a town.
I have to return to my elven kingdom.
Must keep going. And just keep moving forward. Just like, if you wish to follow, you can.
He like turns his horse and he's just like, "Do you know of the elven kingdom? Perhaps we can all go together."
Do as you wish.
Okay.
And like he looks over at you and
He gave him two
He's
two
like,
different options.
from where do you hail?
The Dungeon Initiative. I come from the old world originally.
LaFay. You know LaFay. She is my cousin.
What?
Yes.
I'm
I'm Avarice. Avarice Silverstein.
okay. Fenrir Woolsenbane.
I'm part of a scout regiment who was sent north to investigate some disturbances. I'm not sure if you have received word, but the Feywild is not as it was. It seems disturbed, almost as if some sort of magic is aggravating the creatures there. Mind you, it's still...
Let's, you said your kingdom. Is that nearby?
It's about a day's journey from here, approximately.
And
Maybe less if we hurry.
It's about how much farther for the general walk?
So yeah, that's like that estimate.
Oh, okay. Kind of like walks, looks at, never said your name.
Looks like big man.
Oh,
Big beautiful pork.
Oh my god.
Daddy. Never said.
Jeez.
Yes, boy.
Oh. I never got your name.
I never gave it.
What is it?
Don't even know. And then when we
If you really wish to know.
even-
Come with.
We're going the same direction.
Then start walking.
I am.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
You keep digging. Avarice is like,
Excuse me.
he's like, is he always this difficult? Did you just meet him yesterday?
Yes. Starts walking.
So like the three of you now kind of journeying off together. Eventually, like the road opens up and you reach kind of like the outskirts of the forest, and the rain is starting to kind of die down at this point. It's now like close to like 10 p.m. and he's looking around and he's like, I feel like we should just keep going. Just press on. We just keep moving, we can get there sooner. And going out ahead, like there's this landscape of open fields that just kind of like goes up and down, winds through the road. And that road eventually kind of leads off towards where the mountain is. And you know that off in that forest area, the Elven Kingdom is kind of like set between the mountainscape. You've never been there, so you don't know what it looks like. But you know its location based on maps and things like people have shown you.
Shouldn't be too far up.
Still have about another half a day's journey. Again, if we just keep moving the way we are, we can reach there at least by morning.
I mean, we can move a lot quicker than that.
I only have one horse.
That's fine. I'm faster than
He's a
most.
beast.
He like looks at you. Wait. You don't happen to be able to.
Kind of stares at him. You haven't seen another one of them, have you?
That is what he's been speaking of.
You, at least you have some sense. The thing that we saw, it was no human. It was no race I've ever seen. It was an abomination acting as a civil creature. Me and my allies, my brothers and sisters, when we went out there, we discovered all that we discovered. The disruption in the land, the animals, the creatures. There are tribes that have either been wiped out or moved completely. And when we came across him, he seemed as friend. But not soon after, we found out.
Are you saying you saw me out of his beast?
He has blackened hair, skin like charcoal, almost like he'd been burned in a battle. If his mother saw him, she wouldn't even recognize him. Even we were disturbed by him at first. With my
Does this sound familiar at all to me?
no,
No.
not necessarily.
Does it resemble Xenagos at all?
No.
Okay.
Resembles your mom.
Ah! Mama!
Oh, but he's like my sister Hannah. She trusted him, and that was her doing. And once we realized that we had no chance against his bestial form, we ran. We ran as long as we could, and you saw the storm cloud. He turned into this bestial creature. It was like watching a person become a piece of the land itself, a monstrosity absorbing the elements around it.
Kind of like looking up at the storm. So his form can actually cause storms.
He has only grown stronger all the time.
What do you mean?
I can freeze the landscape. Interesting.
That may be useful. This beast is centuries old.
The influence he has over the monstrosities across the land there. I forget what they call like dinosaurs in this world, or like what the term is. There's a term for it. Like what do they call? They're not just monsters, but they have like a. I know they have a term for them.
Monstrosities?
I don't want to just say dinosaur because it just feels
That's
too.
kind of what it is.
But I know there's like they.
No,
there's like a term
they,
in the
they
the
generalize
Saurians
them.
or Saurins? We can
Yeah,
call them
something.
Saurins.
Something like that, yeah.
Let's see.
Chat,
Do you know? To chat, do you know?
Daydreams. Do you know these questions? Isn't Daydreams
Or Marvel Home.
Huh?
Behemoths.
behemoths?
Behemoths.
They generalize them as behemoths.
That's exactly what we told him.
Yeah, right?
But he says, my bad, guys.
Fucking.
I didn't even hear behemoth, so
We didn't
No,
say it.
it's okay,
It's
but-
a joke.
why would you do this to me? All right,
Because it is funny.
but he does.
See how much joy
He
I
does. Shut up. He addresses it. He's just like, the behemoths have broken their pattern. They're not moving as herds anymore. They seem to be turning against each other in his presence. We noticed it at first, which was the first signs that me and my brothers thought to ourselves, either there's something wrong with the land, or it's him and his presence causing this.
You are correct in that. When my tribe was attacked, it was first creatures from the lands around us. On the third day, that's when he arrived.
I have to warn the kingdom. Because if they are planning to amass this the way they are, they could push south and it could be the end of my people. Behemoths could stalk the land and destroy everything we've created. But that's before he even moves in. It moves in. It's not human, it's not natural. There's something about this creature that disturbs the very nature of our world.
Well, I guess I have my own little adventure to worry about.
So you will join me.
So, you
In that
guys,
situation.
press on. Go ahead and roll.
Terrible.
That was so.
Thunder.
That was so beautiful. My goodness.
So you guys continue on.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another percentile die. Actually, make it a perception check here.
Perception. 25.
Also 25. Yes!
Oh my god!
When it gets into fighting the opposing enemy, both of us going back and like My Hero Academia. Double! Detroit! Smash!
Somebody give me a random elf name. Go. No.
Schmeeble. Me for
I'm gonna
sure.
put a note that says Dad hates him.
That's why he called him Shmi.
Shmee for short because of his friends.
He was born too short.
No, we'll create some crazy backstory when he was born, he was a twin and he accidentally killed his twin on the way out.
Damn.
So his dad.
And his
So-
dad called
Worst
that
name.
situation a Schmeeble.
I'm calling
which
you Schmeeble.
so he
What you're
called it
saying
There you go.
is he has the strength of a full-grown man and a baby.
And a baby. That one little bicep he's got on his right arm. Brother.
Aw.
My brother. Bro, we gotta write the stats for that. Twin fists. When he attacks, he can attack with one arm, but his twin fist arm
Does
is
an
even
extra
more
1
powerful.
damage.
That's the power of a damage, baby. What'd you get for your roll?
They
25
both
as well.
rolled 25.
Yeah, we both got 25.
Solid. So you guys continue on through the
With a
night.
total of
I
50.
assume taking on what he said. I don't know if exhaustion would roll in at this point.
If we don't take any rest, yeah.
If we're moving at a rushed pace,
Yes, we're saying with that we're moving at a rush, like kind of steady, going on and on and
if
on.
it's steady, it's fine. As long as we're drinking water. And
Let's say that the guy is
There's
kind of
plenty of
rushing a
water.
little.
Okay.
He's definitely kind of pushing you guys, like, let's not waste time, let's keep going. And all the while, the rain is still going. Eventually, across this open field, you guys see that there are a couple of like, little farmhouses. These farmhouses looks like they have a large split in the earth going through the land itself, and a lot of those homes are destroyed or seem to have toppled over from the shakes of the earth.
He's had his spear on his back.
It's just scraping the ground.
No, it's like
Oh, I thought it was like huge.
no, it's so like the handle of it is about like that, but the blade is also as long as the handle, so it's kind of like halfway down.
Okay, that's good.
So he can kind of treat it like a sword a little bit
Okay,
too.
nice.
It just doesn't damage his spear.
So
Short.
you guys are gonna laugh when you hear this.
No bodies.
So as you guys see this like devastated farmland, it looks like it's a very large place, but it looks like it might have been like newer, because a lot of like the structures and stuff, like fresh wood, fresh paint jobs. A lot of like the livestock seems to be scattered in different places, as like their cages have been broken, and there don't seem to be farmhands or anybody tending this place. Avarice kind of like rides up with his horse, and he's like, the Cabinets farm, where is everyone? And like he like kind of rides ahead and starts to kind of explore.
I just realized someone knows.
You guys notice that there is one particular barn that's kind of like tilted to the side a little bit, and there seems to kind of be someone like peeking through the doors, and they just like close them when you guys spot them.
Oh my God.
Both of them are standing there, and he's like,
It's like the person peeks up, closes it, opens it, they're standing there.
Are you okay?
Open the door.
You do go up to the door and you
Sure, yeah.
um
Open the door.
"We're not as scary as he is. It's okay."
on the
Not
other
as
side.
scary as he makes it
They're like,
sound.
I don't know. Through the rain itself, you look colossal. Both of you.
Maybe you're just small.
Where's the other one?
Oh,
The other one's an elf.
The one on the horse. And then, like, you hear one of them shout out, it was an elf. What was his name?
Avarice.
The door, like, comes open, and you see that there's more elves dressed akin to Avarice. And the one up front, his hair is like shaved down like all the way. He's kind of got like this little mohawk thing going on.
Okay.
And he's looking at you, and he's just like, Avarice?
Yes, he rode off. He was worried about you guys.
And like he just bolts out, Avarice! Avarice!
I can only assume that
Oh.
this is not going to be very good.
Like the next few guys, they have like the traditional long straight hair, and it matches LaFay so much to the point where you're looking at some of them, and they kind of have feminine like qualities to them, and you kind of can't help but feel
they
like
all look the same.
they look like LaFay. They definitely look like LaFay.
This is kind of odd.
One of them's kind of like, looking at you, he's got his hand on his sword, and he's looking like, like I'll stab you, like if I have to. And then the one behind him, he seems a little bit more like reserved looking at you guys.
That's also
And he just kind of goes, "Oh, hi."
It's all of LaFay's personality.
Oh god.
Kind of is.
every family member has some kind of personality.
Fenrir's just like, this
Hi.
is kind of weird for me. I don't know. It's like
How?
I
Lower your
really
weapons.
like he like slowly reaches
Yeah,
for
the
the
one
door.
the one in the front, like, he's looking at you, and he's like, "How do I know you're not gonna turn on me and my brothers?"
Because you'd already be dead.
Kind of like Fenrir's like, he has point.
Like cautiously puts his sword away. And despite you saying this, and despite you hearing him say this to this guy, he doesn't look like someone who's like unseasoned. He looks like he's like the head of the group. Oldest brother possibly.
Okay. Fenrir like slowly reaching for the door.
No.
I just
Oh,
want to smack
wait,
your face.
yeah, I
wasn't
paying attention.
But as like this interaction is happening, you see that there is another person amongst these people. Describe your character.
She's described as woman.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
so amongst the group there is a young female with long white hair that's pulled back into a ponytail. Though her ears are like pointed, they're not really elf ears. And she's just like dusting herself because of all the dirt that was inside the barn. And she glances up and she's just like, finally, you actually get out of this little spot.
Oh, good. Somebody that isn't LePay, like,
What is it?
What is a little bit?
don't worry about it. You'll want to hit them with
Oh.
doors.
It's confused.
That was I.
But she's like, she starts to like move herself through the group. Please get out of my way, please.
It's like, elves are just like gladly stepping aside. Like the one nervous one, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
you're fine. You're
I'm so
adorable.
sorry."
I like you.
Oh.
And she just like steps out and she's just like, oh, finally, rain. And she just like fixes her hair and then looks at you. Huh. Haven't seen an orc in a long time.
Neither have we. Us and Sturritan's tribes took over that territory.
See? Duratan.
And
You
then she,
said that in character, I assume.
Yeah.
Which gets your attention.
she looks at
Can't you just relate to something?
You just see him standing there, all wet, rippling with muscle.
Oh, God.
Apologies. We're not all from the same tribe. We don't all know each other.
I mean, like, it's the only tribe on the island.
These two don't get along, do they?
This is the whole concept. What the fuck?
It's not an island. It's surrounded by water, isn't it?
like
Lives
you.
barn.
Yeah, I feel like it may have just met today.
Yeah.
But she looks at Fenrir and then she kind of like inspects him a bit.
He's weird part is normal look between this is he's too clean.
He's wearing farm clothes.
Like his hair is
Um,
actually cut, and
Yeah.
it's got like that one like side like shorter than the other, and then it's like kind of like messy hair.
He is
And
actually
he's wearing actual clothes and nice looking clothes at that.
That are wet.
And
They're
they're
wet.
wet.
For as long as you know it.
Not-
know the fade.
Weirdly
It's
enough,
weird.
not as wet as you think. It is like
Oh.
adamant.
So where where it would normally be like soaked, it's just wet.
The water's like
Oh.
hitting in the
Yeah.
stone.
But she She looks at Fenrir and she just like tilts her head a bit,
Kinda looks at
inspecting
you.
him.
What?
No.
No, what?
She just like kind of like gets closer and like inspects you.
Backs
still.
up a little bit as she's getting closer.
The guy, like the nervous one.
What?
It can't be.
Do I know you?
You do! 15 years ago! Fenrir, it's me! And she just like hits at her chest and she just like gets like more excited just seeing you.
Oh shit.
It's you. We kill it.
Oh!
Yeah, like the
Master guy
Eldritch elf just kind of like reads the room, and he goes, "Oh, it's one of those situations." And he's like, "Come on, Orlin, let's go find our brothers." And like he steps out into the rain, and Orlin's just kind of stepping between you guys. He's like, "It's nice to meet you guys."
Thank you for earlier.
And don't go too far. You guys should still come visit our elven kingdom.
I'll make sure to do that.
And you notice, like, him in particular, like, he's, like, clutching at himself, like, he's, like, scared or, like, uncomfortable. And when he does turn his back, you notice, like, his robes, like, his, like, armor has, like, 3 gashes going across the back. Like, he'd been attacked at some point.
Is there anything
There's, like, mud all over his white cloak and all.
Is there like any like bits of fur, maybe something that's like not a part of his outfit or anything like that right there?
Make a investigation check.
Is there a giant ass claw sticking out of his body?
Yeah, no, right?
Literally just sticking right through the shoulder.
Yeah. I don't know if there is. It's just right there.
Roll the
I don't
natural
see
one.
it.
Nope, definitely not there.
No, I don't know.
Did you roll a
If
natural
there-
one?
I mean, it doesn't seem noticeable, especially with the rain and all that, you know. But like he steps out after his brother, and like his brother like looks at him and like he takes like out like an extra cloak and like throws it over his shoulders. And they kind of go off into the rain, and you're left there with your friend.
What?
I've lived such a
Okay, I think I got it. How tall is he actually?
about 8.5 feet.
Oh
Fuck,
my god!
Yeah, no, he's actually about a foot taller.
Yeah. Wait, well, how big are you?
6'11".
That's almost a foot. So about
No,
half.
a little more than a foot.
Half a foot, I think. That's
Foot and a
8.5.
half.
No, 8.5 because you're
Yeah.
7'11", so.
No, 6'11".
Oh, 6'11"?
Yeah, so it's about
Oh,
a foot and a
yeah.
half. Yeah.
Jeez.
Double check it.
I just threw that size in there when I was making the curves. Like, yeah, he's 8.5. Why not?
6'11". He kind of like goes, yeah, go ahead, big guy.
Fenrir's not used to having to look up at someone.
Literally.
That's gonna be different. Now you.
They have a whole stockpile here. Wow.
Now we're gonna let them do their.
Yeah.
Narina?
It's been far too long, Fenrir.
You're alive.
I mean, why wouldn't I be?
I haven't gotten any messages or anything like that from home.
It's been different since you left.
I can only imagine.
So, just a little note to add on to your character. Things have been different back, especially since the kingdoms themselves, you know, whatever they're called. We're gonna also try to move away from naming things from, you know, D&D world. Only because we don't want to get copyrighted, and on top of that, we kind of want it to be as original as possible. But
Yeah.
let's be vague about it.
Well, if we're playing D&D and D&D based, it's not copyright.
I get you,
Yeah.
but I kind of want to like start moving away from it as much as I can, and then when we do visit, if we do visit, we try to like put a nice little twist on
Okay.
it. In this case, tribal like cultures are becoming more and more rare, either forcing them into the northern mountains or to just leave by sea and go off and find new worlds. In your particular region, I would say that if you guys stayed close, there are a lot of like military forts that are looking to take over that land. So there's been a lot of conflict there. So having that in mind.
It's been different.
Not bad different, right?
I had to run away from home
That's.
to find a new place for our family again.
But you're not. Wait. What happened?
These group of men, they came wanting to take over the whole area we were in.
But the valley at home is like isolated.
That's what we wanted.
Why would they want to take that over?
From what I heard, it seemed like they wanted to take it over.
And let's all project voices, by the way.
I make that mistake.
I got you at the. I got you at the yeah. And I need you at the yeah.
I hate
You wanna hear
Oh.
that? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, my throat hurts.
I got you.
Fenrir kind of there for a second. But that's the reason why these nomads stayed home, like stayed north. We tried to keep away from all those places, and cities and civilizations.
Yeah. We tried. And she places her hand on her, like, the fur mantle on her shoulder. We really tried. And she grips it.
I forgot.
Erica.
No.
Oh, shut up! No.
You're ruining my immersion.
Oh,
Sorry. I'm watching television right now.
she missed you. She really missed you since you left.
One of the few people. I can only imagine my father missed me, but the rest of the tribe's people,
Your father was doing really well.
I hope he still is.
He was the one that helped me get out after mother was gone.
Gone. The stubborn lady.
Yeah, the stubborn lady. She died of an illness that I couldn't even help her with. None of us could. And I wish that I was able to help her. She could have been here with us. Or she could have been back there fighting still. You know how she was.
Yeah.
But now I'm here with you again. We won't be separated again. 15 years, Fenrir!
Sorry. I see you're getting dry.
Or, see.
You're standing very still.
They're literally standing like at the barn door having this discussion.
I'm trying to stay silent so that way they can have their conversation.
If I stay silent, I don't move. I'm completely invisible to the naked eye. Drags. Fuck.
Literally.
I'm at the end of my
Eat
set.
that.
I can't do that when I'm talking.
Okay. Fenrir, it's kind of staring at her. I mean, yeah.
You got taller. I remember when you were little.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
thought
were a lot skinnier.
Ah, shut up. And he's gonna like start looking around for the elves.
Okay.
They used to call them twigs.
You kind of like turn off, kind of back into the rain. You notice that the rain has like picked up again. And at this point, it's like supposed to be early morning, right? There's no sun in sight. Just these very heavy, dark clouds just pouring rain on you guys consistently. The ground is like muddy and kind of like unsettling as you kind of like step around in it. It kind of squishes and you sink a little bit at times. And you kind of come up to like the edge of where like the crevices that opened up between the land there.
Mhm.
And you notice that it goes deep, but it's not like impossibly deep. I would say it's like 80 feet like into the ground. And then it just kind of like stops and settles as the earth kind of like clashed there. You're looking around, you don't seem to see like bodies or anything like that, leading you to the assumption that whoever lived here may have fled on time.
Fenrir's standing there for a moment. Like, he hears all the rain and everything like that. He stops and just kind of stands there, closes his eyes, and see if he can't, like, hear anything odd outside of the rain.
Yes. You kind of like focus in, and at first you can kind of hear the elves off in the distance. You can hear them like, "We lost you in the rain and we didn't know what was happening. Those things chased us for hours, and we think we might have lost them. It's been some time. We should be safe." And they're just like, like rejoicing, like, if only our sister could have been here. And like they're like, you assume they're bonding. But then you kind of like focus out a little bit further, and you can hear. But it's like doubled. Like there's two of these things. You can hear the guys. You can hear the elves like off to the north. They kind of like stop talking, and they're like, "Oh the gods, take cover, run, come on!" And like they seemingly seem to be running off and hiding wherever they can. And you're kind of like straining your eyes, and you can kind of see between the homes and the crevice that's there on the ground. You can see that like kind of making its way like through the pouring rain. You can just make out these large silhouetted creatures, very like huge creatures, moving side by side, sniffing the air, moving their heads. From this perspective, you can see that they have these little horns going along their nose and going up the top of their head and maybe across their spine. Their skin seems like it has like a moss green growing off of the top, with a brown like a brown scaly tone going across their bodies, giving you the instinct that they might be reptilian. Their eyes kind of glow this green color as they're kind of moving in unison, and you notice that they have like mushrooms and things growing off the side of their heads and back. And as they kind of come into view, you realize that they are Tyrannosaurus rexes. But they seem enlarged and abnormal. They kind of like lift their heads and sniff the air, and one of them like turns its head towards one of the homes and nudges it, and you can hear like one of the guys like, "Ah, ah, ah, ah." And then the house gets ripped up as it grips part of the beams and rips that part of the house apart. And inside you can hear someone scrambling for cover as these things let out a roar in unison. And we're going to take a break. Alright, 15-minute break, guys. We'll take a minute, go get snacks, do what you need to do, and we go from there. Rex is kind of marching through this farmland. Since you're the first one to spot them, what do you do?
Seeing them looking back at the barn and yelling, "Orc whose name I don't know, Narina! Elves are in trouble! Big monsters!" And runs.
One of the Rexes kind of like looks in your direction, sees the hole in front of it, and it turns its head and starts stomping off to kind of go around. Roll initiative, everybody.
I will just kill them.
Yeah, no, we're not counting that.
No. I rolled a dice out of the tray. You said
18, but it was closer to you.
Doesn't count.
It was closer to you.
It left her territory.
That
It
was
is
your
my
roll.
territory.
That was your role.
You know what? All of you, second take.
God damn.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah, damn.
Anyways,
Chat be like, whoa. 12?
I haven't been
18.
to draw initiative.
19.
12?
19.
12? Stop throwing
19.
numbers at me. I don't
12.
care.
19.
God damn. Alright, I got Fenrir, and then what's your character's name? Just for my notes.
Right.
Thragg.
Yes.
Narina, what was your name?
Because I didn't even think about that until you
19.
mentioned it.
19.
Fuck yeah.
Fenrir, what was your initiative?
18.
18.
Well,
12. Alright.
I rolled the lowest.
Well, elves are in danger.
What do you mean? Oh, what did you do already? Did you just nuke the site? Is that what just happened? Elves are doomed. This is a class you've never played before.
Yes.
Same.
What have you never played?
I've never really played many of these classes. Like, before we got into this campaign, I've normally always just made like a fighter, like just a basic fighter,
I was the same way.
because it was just like, okay, I just
And
want
then I
to jump
played-
into this to learn.
And then I made a wizard one time, and I was like,
I made a wizard one time. I got fucking overwhelmed.
You
by
guys
all
want
the
miniatures?
spells.
Oh wait, I didn't bring my miniatures this time.
Oh no.
Damn.
I brought the board though. We can use dice as miniatures. You guys want that?
"That's Kratos."
If you need that.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's mad because he doesn't have Kratos.
Kratos.
It's actually be perfect for this character.
Yep.
You guys just want to use your dice, you know, as a reference.
I'll use your dice.
Relax.
Aggressive.
Bring that bitch.
Did you say relaxed?
Yeah,
Yes, I did. I did.
he did.
Yes.
To die?
Well, female.
That seems pretty good. That's pretty good. That looks good.
Mm.
Wait. To complete it, put your hands back.
And then when it goes hands.
Alright, everybody chill. See, this is a
Dominant.
cluster of houses. This is a little farmhouse.
Not brought to you by Pock.
That is a box of Pocky. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
No, it's a folded box of Pocky.
That is an empty
It's
folded box of
it's,
Pocky.
it's still a box of Pock.
Sure. We should.
Where's the
What
Pocky?
hell?
I need my snacks. Those ones are
I'm
actually
just gonna
pretty
use this
good.
box right here. Yeah, go ahead. Farmhouse.
Baby, what pinky?
It's like this is where the barn house is,
So you're right there.
and
I'm
then
inside.
this is the Pocky crevice right here.
So I'll use.
You could say it's the Pocky in the ground.
I'll use
Wow, that was so good.
I am inside the
Shut
bar.
Hi, cold.
You are
I'm dead.
outside the bar. He is somewhere else outside the bar. The dinosaurs are outside the bar. Just keep on going.
God, what are you?
No, this is me.
Character from Sesame Street?
This is me
Roar,
over the
dinosaur.
table fucking around. Okay.
Yeah, but a character from Sesame Street.
Roar, dinosaur.
Roar.
Rawr.
Rawr.
They're T-Rexes, so.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Right.
But these ones are boosted, so it's just like extra.
There's a third finger.
And then these are gonna be set specifically. So, brother number one.
Brother.
This is a terrible time. Brother number two. This is guy over here.
He literally just saw you do that.
Did it? Yes. Are you sure? Did you?
Oh, you do what?
See?
Don't play that. Your perception sucks.
Here, Mama. Open your project, okay?
All right. Cool. We got pieces on the board. All right. Top of the order.
Those are only 4 elves.
What was that?
4 elves. Only?
There's 4 elves.
Okay. Now there's 3. Now there's back to 4. Which one's Fen? No? Okay. You are the square one. You are the Dexagon. Right? Right? Dexagon? Is that 12-sided? Which one's 12-sided again?
Decagon?
You are the Decagon. Fuck. My phone.
It sounds like this.
My phone fell. Oh no.
He kind of runs in to get his brother. And then we go to Narina.
Narita, it is your
Huh.
It's not.
She's just gonna like pop her neck a bit. She's like, finally, I get some more action. And I'm gonna go ahead and shift. Why not?
intended for.
Mm-hmm. And
She has advantage on wisdom saving throws, and she can't be attacked with advantage against.
She is unstoppable. The greatest one. She might be. Who knows?
You're not gonna bail back yet. Gets that takes a bonus action. Just use
about what?
the
What? I'm not. I wasn't it, dude.
I see you scrolled to that. I was just
No, I was scrolling up.
Okay. Why did you crush the box?
Because we made.
Why did you crush the box?
Because we made fun of it.
It's a crush. It's a crushed house.
I put
Okay.
the sharp on top so it could stop moving around.
I didn't care. No, it was just I needed like
Alright,
that for you guys to have the
No,
visual.
I'm just like, 'cause it was moving around, flapping a bit, so it was like,
That's where it's
Yeah, 5.
5. 50. Oh
Yeah, yeah,
my
55.
God. Okay.
yeah.
5. Moving to right there. Move from here to here.
Only 30.
So the Rex is
Maybe.
obscured on that end,
Mhm.
behind the building, and then you have one kind of going down from that end there, and it's like kind of like
And-
knocking his head and trying to get into the
And
structure.
these are in like little houses.
Essentially, that's like one large house,
Okay.
and then across from it is like a smaller like little barn that they had set up for like maybe like a stable for
Okay.
horses.
But yeah. That's my
Alright.
turn for right now.
And from there we go to Fenrir.
He like sees you run over and like looks at you. See if you can't get the elves out of the house. I'm gonna try and take one of those things on.
Oh, look at you being all tough. I remember when you didn't even want to fight before.
He stares. Okay. Just please save
pickle form.
Just please save the elves.
Wait,
sorry.
no more.
Sorry.
You shouldn't have broken the box.
But it's a broken house. God damn it. It's a flipped house.
Now it looks like a little roof.
A fucking roof.
It is the roof of the house.
Brought to you
Made of
by
sticks. Look at
I
that.
made a six.
The stick house collapsed and now it's
Alright, so
just
you take off towards the Rex. This thing kind of like standing in front of you.
I can get closer to that actually. I'm gonna rage.
You should probably get closer to it.
That's what I'm saying. I can move up to have my movement speed. 1,
Should definitely get closer to
2,
that.
3.
Yes.
Yes.
Boy, do it.
As you approach,
Oh shit.
18 as it like snaps at you.
Does not hit.
Perfect.
Well,
Kind of like getting closer, just like rages the his arms kind of thicken and like this, the hide kind of grows and scales up and his claws kind of come out. He goes to run forward. The thing goes and leaps down and snaps at him. He hops up over and then takes his 3 attacks.
All right. Yeah.
hey, yeah.
This is gonna be a 21.
It hits?
21 does not hit.
Wait,
Oh.
When you strike into this thing, you notice that its hide like has like these overgrown layers to it, almost like callous skin.
Okay. Kind of like the first strike lands, and then he feels how like thick the skin is, and then strengthens up, and then hits with the second hit for 27.
27 does hit.
28 for the third.
28 hits. Yep.
And because these things are large size,
my phone. Wow, damn, yeah.
That's what we needed for the last few sessions for the hyenas.
Yeah, I know, right?
Or were they meant last one?
Can I get that dog? Can I get that dog? Can I get that dog?
So that's 6.
Got it in your life with
With
me.
me.
I drove my boss crazy with that yesterday. She's like, why are you doing this to me? I'm like, I'm carrying your love
With me.
29 on the first hit.
29 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
24 on the second hit. So that's
What kind of damage is this?
both bludgeoning and treated as magical.
It's your bonus damage.
Huh?
Oh,
Sky,
Oh.
just shut up. You forgot your mini today. Alright, and that's your turn?
Yeah, and like after taking those hits, gonna land off to the side and kind of get ready for the next attack.
Yeah, this thing, with you in front of it, it like rears
Oh,
its head.
plus 9 more damage. 6 more damage because 2 of those hit rage. Forgot about that.
Okay. I only have so much space for my nose. You gotta like, you know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this thing, like taking the like, you swing with the first hit, it like kind of absorbs it, but then you smash into it, and you kind of see like its skin like separate in some places as you make contact, and this thing like rears its head and it's gonna go ahead and try to take a bite at you. And 22 to hit,
Misses.
misses. Another bite coming your way.
Thank you
I
for
really hate that this is like dangled. Let's see. There we go. 33 to hit with that one.
That hits, yeah.
And then it's going to swing its back tail around and try to smack you with that as well. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
That's it.
Alright, let's get all my dice.
And on the last hit there, I'm gonna use one of my reactions.
Actually, I'm just kidding. But I just always wanted to say that. Actually. Alright, as long as we establish we got 2 hits in, right?
Yeah.
Alright, here comes the damage from the bite. And I assume you want to use your reaction for this one.
This, oh, I'm taking damage regardless. It's just like a reaction attack.
That's going to be 33 points of piercing damage. And then from the tail. "24 points of bludgeoning damage."
Okay. 28 to hit.
You're like countering?
Yeah.
28 hits.
$30 points of bludgeoning damage, and it's treated as magical.
Alright, you smash into this thing after it like comes down, bites you for a second, you punch it, it lets go of you, it goes and like swings its tail around, smacks you across the face.
So when I was gonna say when the tail comes and like hits him, he's like gonna left hook the tail.
Right on the tip.
So it's like
So
hitting
like it's hitting him, but he's hitting the
there you
tail.
go.
Oh, it's like the little cross punch thing.
Yeah.
Alright, and then from there we go over to Frag.
How's the structure look at the moment?
The one that you're in?
Yeah, the barn.
It's like tilting. So like the whole thing is like leaning over.
How's that?
And every time the wind kind of picks up, it kind of goes.
Oh yeah!
The wall?
Yeah.
It's a little broken up. Like there's pieces of boards missing and stuff like that, battered from the rain.
Would it be an action for me to break through that?
And I mean,
You know what?
is your strength high enough to walk through wood? Strengths are high enough.
Go for it. I'll give it to you for free as part of your movement.
Okay.
This is
So
you have 3 of these characters.
Sometimes I gotta give it to you guys.
hearing like what he
Oh,
shouted out and
so the
what was
original
going on
plan
outside.
before she came up with was all of you were gonna be Beast Kings,
Oh god.
and then like you were gonna sense it in the air. In fact, I should have been more like because she's also one, isn't she?
Technically, so
You're also a
she's
Beast King?
a
about a
beast
mantle, right?
nomad,
Okay.
and the mantle thing that she
Ah,
has
okay.
is from her mother.
Oh. Okay.
So,
An heirloom, basically.
yeah, so the beast, it's what I've finally dubbed them, his people.
Yes.
They're just the beast nomads.
I like that.
The stories are of a creature or creatures known as beast kings, ones that have multiple traits of different creatures.
Yeah.
Hence Fenrir having a tail, the claws, being able to jump in water
Being a
and
complete
swim.
freak.
Yeah, right. Let's go. In bed too.
You
Right?
mutant. Focus, everybody, focus. God damn.
So, first off, like hearing all the commotion and everything after hearing Fenrir shout, it's just like he kind of looks around the structures.
All right, you blast through the wall.
Yeah,
See Fenrir as he's like getting whacked in the face and punching the tail away.
You wanna watch a different movie?
It's a peach, just like 10 feet.
You haven't seen the
yeah,
first
it's about
one?
10 feet.
Alright, so the first one's not
Movement is here, though.
What level barbarian are you?
15.
We do have
15?
other ones.
Okay, so I'm at 40.
The only reason why I have extra is because I have the mobile feet.
So,
I think he went off the walls with his feet this time around, and I'm like, sure, buddy.
What feats did you get?
I haven't even looked at his feet because yesterday when we worked
you can
on
take
it
a look
was
at it. I told you you can look at it. Oh, I'm doing something.
Let's do that after. Let's focus because we only got like
Um,
oh, we got a little over an hour left. We can play around with.
Okay.
That song's playing while everybody's
Right.
just with T-Rexes.
that's what happened. A good time.
Have you ever watched Warcraft, the Warcraft movie?
Yeah.
Okay, you know the scene in the woods when the orcs first show up and they fight the humans?
Yeah.
That's the music I hear. Like, can I play it?
I put the Lorax on
I
for
shouldn't pick it.
It should have because
Lorax is good.
she's been watching Sonic the whole time.
I don't think it's been picking up that sound either.
Right.
Because it didn't pick up the rain earlier, did it?
Okay, I'm gonna use my.
It might have. I'll be able to hear it when I check it out later. Oh, forest ambush.
Someone has nightmare now, though.
With the
Yeah,
rain
yeah,
and
it's
storm
right here.
going on
Yeah.
right now.
Fenrir hulking out. we need guys.
Okay,
we need
there
a
it
musician.
So,
We need someone to compose for us.
I'm gonna use Adrenaline Rush so that way I can dash as a bonus action.
All right. Squabble.
So that's gonna add 5 temporary hit points to him.
That's hers on. You see her hair.
But as a barbarian, if you just rage, you get half your movement
And
speed
then
added onto
I
your
couldn't find her
movement.
hairbrush, which is another special problem. But your brush goes in your
Yeah.
That's like What'd you say?
I was gonna say, as a barbarian, you just rage.
Yeah,
You gain half your movement speed added onto your movement speed. It's instinctive pounce or something like that.
Oh fuck, you're right.
There's no need.
I think that's the one I was looking for, and then I saw Adrenaline Rush. I was like, oh, just use that one.
You don't even need to do that.
Yeah.
You're gonna lunge yourself to extra damage and
Yeah.
extended movement speed.
So instead, I'm going to go into a rage.
You're gonna Kool-Aid Man through the wall. Like
And
throwing
it
off
just
your
breaks.
get naked.
You guys still don't know his name. You still don't know his potential.
There's just
Yep.
an angry. There's just an angry.
I wish you told me more about your character so I could be a little more in tune with it. But I hope that like that little bit of background helps.
I can move an
Don't
extra
kill me
half
because
of the
we can
speed.
have
So
a
basically, you
God
get 40
of
feet and you have 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw. I
So-
saw. I looked at the thing. It's like, oh, there's.
literally been
So as I go into a rage, I'm gonna run by.
All right, move your character piece. Where are you at?
No, I'm trying to figure out where to
I'm
go.
carrying your
So-
with
with
me.
That'll essentially
me.
put me around here if I move
Yeah.
full distance. And like as I'm passing by, I'm going to go for the ankles of this thing real quick. Just swing as hard as I can.
Nice. Okay.
So
Oh, that's fun. I wish I could go.
you're probably gonna have to help me out on this. I don't know much about barbarians.
And
Considering that you're just a barbarian, you just happen to do
It's not
things
too
yourself.
short. We can all meet like in the afternoon.
4:30. Yeah, what time?
7.
Oh, I'm 7. Yeah, I thought
What?
it was 4:30.
I was gonna take your sermon. Alright, let's extend an invitation if you guys want to meet later in the afternoon.
No, if I work at 8, I'm
It'd
off
be worth it.
at 4. If I'm working at 6, I'm off at 2. If I'm working at 10, I'm off at 7. Gotcha.
I assume it's the latter.
If I'm working the 1, I'm closing.
My Wednesday shift is a double from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
17. I
But
don't
I
think
get
that hits.
I get 3 days off.
Are you doing this as a strength check?
Yeah, I assume you're doing bare
Do
hands,
it with
right?
do it with advantage because it is a strength check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably just finish
It's
it
kind of
tomorrow,
cocked
so
12 is
make
the
sure
top
to
of
rest.
Yeah.
To be ready for next week.
Okay, so 12 plus
I don't
12 plus
I don't think I
14.
would
That's
26.
26. Yeah.
It's
So
just the hours are
26.
punched up. So. 26 to hits, yeah.
No, 26 to trip.
To trip him.
Yeah, because I'm going for his ankle.
So strength contested. You win. Yeah, 17.
Okay. Try to roll damage on that then.
Yes, please.
Okay. What do you roll for damage from? That. Okay. Fuck.
What is your unarmed? And do you have
It just
Yeah,
has a
what is that?
10 on there. Like it just shows like a 10 for like the damage.
that just means it does 10 points of damage.
Okay.
There's no roll.
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
just 10 points damage there.
The reason why mine's rolling is because I have the fighter's fighting style for fighting initiate. That it gives me the fighting style unarmed.
Hmm.
So I do 1d8 plus my strength.
Okay.
So after that, and then like as it's kind of like tripping there, I'm going to swing again to aim for like because there's the ankle and then there's like the knee, right?
Yeah.
So now the other fist.
So
swinging at the
you
knee.
went for the ankle.
I'm trying to break his leg essentially.
Got it.
This startled me. You're actually left. Startled me because it's like right here.
Natural 20.
This is a contested too. You have to get a natural 20.
You got it.
So you're breaking the kneecap of this thing.
Yeah, I punched his ankle. Now going for the knee.
I'll say that its movement is currently halved as if it's on difficult terrain.
Okay. So it just has like a busted up leg.
You
And
just
took 20
kneecapped
damage.
T-Rex.
And that's me with his bare fist at the moment.
You know, I drew a
What
lot
range
of
are you?
when they came from like through the
What-
rain.
what
I was thinking of
barbarian are you?
dinosaurs
Berserker.
when the Carnosaurs like showed up. And they were
Okay,
hopping.
so whatever
I'm like, I
damage
love
he
that
did, that's 20 plus 15. That's 3, so it's 26 points of damage. Just
Yeah.
those ones. You don't have weapons.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, I do. It's just I haven't pulled them out yet.
Okay.
He's waiting for the moment.
These things are not good. What do you
It would definitely help. Dude. I didn't exactly like just leave the base stats on these things. Obviously, like, we gotta make it juicy. Juicy. Stop. I'm just kidding. Do whatever you want.
stop. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure.
You're good.
Basically what
the
I
way you're looking at me, it's just like.
Okay, so
Just you hold him.
Oh my god.
after the busting its leg up, just
Yeah, this thing like. Nice. So that's your turn. From there, we go over to the other Rex. He's gonna go ahead and try to take an attack. Disadvantage on that guy. Yeah, that is not good. So it busts its head through the building, and you guys can hear in the distance as like this thing grabs one of the elves and lifts him into the air, and you guys can see him like hanging off the side of this thing's mouth as it like thrashes him around. And then from there we go top of the order, back to the group. Who is this right here? This you?
Yeah.
You notice that from inside this broken structure, the elves kind of like shift in and they see their brother get lifted up, and they each take out what looks like these like sticks that fold and bend, and suddenly they draw back and they have arrows of light that shoot forth. And they're firing at this thing and trying to target it right in one of its eyes. 1, 2, 3 after the other, it hits it and it lets go of the brother. As they blind one of
use your
its eyes.
bows.
And then from there, we go over to you. Narina.
I just realized.
Narina or Nurina?
No.
Narina.
Narina.
You have 55 movement speed, right?
Uh-huh.
You could literally just go scale up the
Oh,
wall.
that's right. You're a monk. I forgot how fucking powerful
Dude,
monks
we
are.
haven't had a monk since Juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Juicy was the last one to play a monk.
I don't think I got to play with him at all.
Because
Alright.
he played
So
12
you should
sessions.
just go nuts.
He just literally wrote himself off.
I mean, like, you can literally go up, jump, and then aerial combo. Kind of like how the dual blades spin all the way down the back.
Yeah.
You could just, like, beat the
If you just want to make it look even cooler, just run along the wall, because I think it's just a crack here, right? Or is that...
By the way, like the structure of the building, the house is like 20 feet. So, like 5, 10, 15, yeah, 50 feet. It's like a two-floor house.
So step of the wind, key point, and then just move 110 feet.
There's so much monks can do on one
I know.
turn. Insane.
I used to play a monk. I used to do some crazy shit, like running up
Yeah.
walls, punching
I
people.
think the only time I played a monk was Pathfinder.
Yeah,
Havoc.
You can take the
That was his name.
Okay.
that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember the
We'll
name.
do that.
Is he the one with the?
No.
If you had a fighter at that time.
Yeah, that was a fighter from when we were using like the pre-made characters. Havoc was one I just made up.
It had an overly difficult encounter for you
You
guys.
He was a half orc monk. Where like how at the start of each day he would just be on top of like the flagpole, just naked meditating.
What's funny is like Wade did, Marquez did the same thing.
Yeah.
You get up here. So she's gonna step of the wind, come up, and then like as she's descending,
Like jumping off and,
Yeah.
and landing behind it. And like it is in that moment, like it's like in pain, so it's like head is reared up. You leap over and you do your thing.
so go nuts. Roll pull attacks.
Rolling.
D10 actually, because level 15 monks. 4 times. You're rolling D20s to attack.
Yeah. You still do your attack. I miss playing a monk. It was fun.
Just one.
They want me to run D&D karate. Yeah, he was asking me about it, and I told him I would volunteer for that if you guys really want to. They don't have a DM.
You guys haven't done that in a while. Right?
Some people are not as motivated anymore. Gotta have like commitment too.
18 doesn't hit.
18 does not hit.
Okay, roll again.
Oh my god, you know
Get
what?
those dice
Get out of here.
Get the weighted, like, heavy metal dice out of here.
Waited.
I mean, they're metal, so yeah.
21.
And that one has sparkles.
There's a miss.
Okay.
21's a miss? Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah,
last time.
Because
Yeah.
the last time.
That's
Nat
an apple
20.
There it is. So like you like try to strike its head, doesn't do much. Strike it across the neck, and then you hit it right in the side of the rib.
Gotcha.
And then one more.
And focus that right in that spot.
Roll again.
That would have been sick.
That would have been sick. That was your fault.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So that's gonna be.
If it was the 20, though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 18 points of already set up damage.
And this is bludgeoning as well.
It's technically force.
Even better.
And then you roll a d10.
This will actually hurt a lot.
3 plus 11. It's 29 points of force damage.
So you strike it in the rib, and you can almost hear like a snap as you do a lot of damage to this thing. And already in agony from having one of its eyes popped out, it turns its head almost like it literally is looking down. And you land all epic.
Yeah, and then she's just like,
Yeah.
her movements is basically, she's kind of like bouncing a bit on her feet.
Yeah.
And she just
The
laughs.
Goku martial
She's like,
arts.
yeah, basically.
What race are you?
Shifter.
Shifting? Okay, cool.
And she just laughs. I remembered fighting like this with Fenrir. Then again, he did kick my ass, though.
Speaking of Fenrir, Fenrir!
Go, twig boy.
This is not canon. Stop.
Grabs T-Rex, throws it into the other one. Actually,
Calls it back.
Go long!
We're playing frisbee now with dinosaurs.
Don't let it touch the ground.
Oh
God.
Oh, it hurts my jaw.
seeing the it slump down from the attacks he did,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna take absolute advantage of that and just go for the other leg.
Okay.
Plus, you have advantage on every attack
I know.
you make.
You know, we really gotta start implementing like raw damage.
Raw damage.
Yeah, because you guys are going for like decapitations and broken legs. And it's like to me, I'm just giving them half speed movement at this point.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's like, I don't know how to factor that in.
Well, at one point in the books, like I said, the coup de grace thing,
Mhm.
coup de grace happen if they're prone,
Mhm.
they're on the ground, and a character's like standing over them and they can't respond.
Mhm.
That's just a stab in the chest. You're taking that.
Yeah, I guess
It's part of the reason.
It kind of, I don't know, kind of reduces things a little too much. I'd have to look into it. Because then what determines an actual broken leg and then having him incapacitated? I
I
would
would
say
say
like,
if it's like an
below-
excessive amount of damage.
like below half the health. Like,
That means you're just putting hit points to body parts.
what I'm saying, it becomes a little tough.
Again, like you don't have to like say, oh, now they have a broken leg. Like just go.
I
on
would say
with,
like if you guys
oh, now
continue
it's-
to
oh,
and it's
fuck.
like critical, like he's like gonna die soon, I would say yeah, I will reward you the
32.
32 to hit. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. That hits.
You're just like, really?
Yeah, like why are you asking me this?
It's 26.
26.
That 75 hit.
16. 16.
You have a
No, I'm
plus
sorry,
50.
26.
Yeah, of course. Are you just fucking with me now?
A little bit.
Fishy, wake up! Wake up! That's one of my favorite moments. It's so fucked up. She's shaking the fish bag. When she's shaking the bag, she's like, "Why are you sleeping?
9,
Why
78,
are you sleeping?"
78 points of damage.
That's total.
Yeah, this is total.
Give me half that.
Half that?
Yeah,
By half.
because he's taking half.
But I'm getting over resistances because magical damage.
Just magical damage.
All
What
of
was
his
the total?
attacks are all magical damage. It gets over-
What's the total?
It's 78.
All right.
You punch out 1 tooth.
All right. That was the total of like all the hits,
All 3 of things.
and that's your turn.
Yeah.
All right. Significant damage. This thing, it's hurting. It's hurting. Kind of like stepping around, trying to figure out how to gauge this. From there. That Rex actually. With you right in front of it, Fen, it's going to take an attack on you first.
I like that my jacket's gone.
25 to hit.
So you see it and you know I'm not joking.
No, I don't. I believe you.
All of his attacks are magical.
Okay.
Yeah.
25 to hit.
Except for this one.
25 to hit.
That hits.
All right. It's one
My
bite.
ear.
Sorry.
26 to hit on that one,
That does it.
and then so 2 on you, and then it's gonna try to tail whip you.
Okay. Also on that last one that he
Not
used.
effective.
22.
Okay.
That hits.
Yes.
Okay. So let's do yours first.
Oh, what was effective?
Real fast.
Shut up.
On that last hit there, I'm gonna do my counter attack again.
Bringing it up.
25.
25 hits.
Okay. I'm also on top of that going to expend one of my other things. Says what we did. Beast King's Fervor.
Beast Kings forever.
Fervor.
Forever.
Rage basically.
It's will be Beast Kings
And-
forever.
And I'm gonna hit it. And it's going to make a wisdom saving throw 18. That's to make it higher than 18.
It got a 2.
It takes an extra 2d12 damage.
Nice.
Psychic damage too.
This is before we calculate the damage that you're taking.
Like I'm still taking the damage. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So. 15, 18, 27, 34, 37 points of damage. 16 of that psychic.
All right. So you counter with the damage, and like it goes in for the bite when you do this. So it gets the bite, and then you smash into its face, and it like mirrors for a second, and then like goes again for another lunge. So the total so far we got.
She just looks kind of high right now. Just like
It's gonna be 80 points of piercing damage total. 80.
Or
80.
80.
And then the tail whip is coming for you. 24 points of bludgeoning damage against you.
I think I take half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you smack
So
I'm just kidding, it's
12.
not magic.
No, it's just
Yeah.
the.
I've been trying to find actual rules based on how you could do that kind of treatment both ways.
It needs to happen eventually.
The
I'll let you
only
know.
thing that literally goes around that is just barbarian, and it's because of the fact that barbarians are supposed to be face tanks.
Gotcha.
They have nothing else. They just have resistance to
You're saying they're the only ones who can
like
resist
legitimately.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like you can give something magical and physical resistance to stuff like that.
Yeah, right
But-
now, like the only resistance this creature has is like slashing and slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing.
Yeah.
Is
Physical
physical
resistance. Yeah. I would have expected that from something with thicker skin.
Okay, and you took your damage. Sorry.
Yeah.
We go over to Thrive.
I was gonna retaliate, but then I realized I don't have a weapon.
You
are the weapon.
Yeah, but it says
No, unarmed
Literally,
strike
yeah, I know.
are
Literally,
so
they're
it
rated the
says
same way.
melee weapon though.
That is a melee weapon.
But
It is in the categorization of a melee weapon.
Would you
Otherwise,
want me to do a
most-
retaliation?
You are
real quick?
considered a weapon. Yes, I always thought like
Just
monks
I didn't know that.
and barbarians should be weapons.
When I saw melee weapon, I
Fighters
assumed,
don't count.
needed a weapon in their hand.
Yeah,
no,
you're
no,
not
no,
the
no,
only
no.
one.
The
Okay.
unarmed strike, the unarmed attack.
Yeah.
If you're proficient with just unarmed attacks, kind of like how monks and barbarians
Mm-hmm.
are usually just proficient in fighting,
Yeah.
it just happens.
Okay.
It's a weapon. Your fist is your.
Okay. I got it.
It's part of the reason why when I'm raging and I have the shifted. I was gonna say shifted, but when I'm raging, I got my claws. They're just when I'm shitting on everything.
Yeah.
That's basically what's happening.
I get it now.
But they're natural weapons
Right.
because those are part of
Okay.
the character.
Okay, so retaliation. 5 plus 14, like no matter what, it's a
23.
miss. So wait,
Did you roll both
You said
five?
9. Oh, 5?
yeah, both of them are 5. Yeah,
Jesus.
5 plus
Yeah,
14.
no.
So
That's 19. Yeah.
So yeah, it's now your turn. Okay. So you
Okay.
can go ahead and make up for that.
It's not your turn, but you can make up for it.
It's his turn now.
what I would like to do
Yeah.
is kind of grab its tail
Do it.
and kind of swing it around and crash it into this.
All right. Strength contested. Let's get it.
Can I
Should I
assist?
roll for grapple first?
Can I assist?
No. You
I'll
can
try-
spend your reaction to assist.
I want to assist.
You can spend your reaction to attempt
I
to
want to
assist.
assist.
Should we do the grapple?
Are you
thing
okay with
first?
him assisting?
Yeah, that's fine.
Go to it.
You guys got to collaborate that stuff too. You guys are players.
Should I do the grapple first
It's
to grab the tail?
I mean it's
Because
a test of strength
It
no
just
matter
says
what.
the
So
target must succeed
your
on-
grapple of strength versus his resistance. So
Okay.
set
So wait, with any. Never mind, I don't even need to assist the way he's laughing.
14.
Yeah, no.
That's the one thing I didn't do was chase the
Your
character.
bonus is 14.
Because 8 plus proficiency, which is 5, and then plus strength, which is 9. So I think that's like. I just
No,
lost track of my math.
the grapple works when you attack.
No, but I'm so confused now.
Yeah, I know, there's a lot.
The target must succeed on a strength/dex.
Uh-huh.
It chooses which saving throw DC equals 8 plus proficiency bonus plus strength,
Fuck.
or it has the grappled condition.
What are you...
He's reading it from.
Oh, you're reading it from that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the 2024 stuff, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's legacy.
No, that shouldn't be legacy. Because legacy is just straight contested.
Okay.
Like, if you attack and you land the attack, it's grapple.
Okay.
But in that situation, no, the 14 wouldn't even win, regardless.
Yeah, that's a 22 in total anyway.
So regardless of either situation, whether it be legacy or unlegacy, he's still getting
Yeah.
the grapple.
Yeah, I got
Are
it.
you rolling anything?
No, it's
That's
just,
all I need to know.
You have to beat a
Did you
20.
beat it?
You
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
beat a
No,
22.
he fucked up. He, like you just see the Rex's eyes just go, just getting dragged off.
Now you just tell me, like, if I need to roll it for this, I'm going to basically grabbing him by the tail, swing him around, and just crash him into this.
Gotcha. So like you went,
Wow.
whoop, and
Yeah,
through. Let's do your strength. Plus, let's do a d6 in addition to that. Sound fair?
Advantage or anything?
Rage, you're in rage. Any,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Any strength check that requires.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Okay, so... 18 plus my strength, you said?
Mhm.
So plus 9. So it's 27
Plus a d6.
plus
Plus
D6.
He just said.
Well, so I was calculating damage. So I was just saying like use
Oh.
the strength plus a d6.
Oh.
So like it's the force of the
Oh,
throw,
so,
So
and then just the
basically, he's
collision
just rolling
into
a
the
D6.
so I'm
Plus
rolling for
strength?
damage then?
Yeah.
Okay.
You already grappled, so now you're just rolling the damage.
Okay, I was just trying to see if I
Yeah.
needed to roll to swing him around.
No. You won the contest easily. So like,
Okay.
just fucking swing them,
So,
bam bam style, bam bam bam.
So for the
swing 'em.
damage, just D6 plus my strength then?
Yeah, just add your strength modifier plus the d6 in addition to that, and that's your damage.
11.
10.
Solid.
Oh yeah, it's 10.
Yeah. Because I got 9 strength and I rolled a 1.
It is now.
Now it is.
It's now prone. So now it is prone. The structure collapses down on this thing as it's like rolling around, trying alarms, trying to get back up. But yeah, what do you do from there?
These other monster.
You.
Just run over, grab it by its tail, swing it into him.
Because it flew out of range, does that give me a reaction? Or, not I already used a reaction. Opportunity attack.
It gives you the opportunity attack. Fair enough. Well, you spent your reaction for the turn, right?
I realize that. That's
Well,
what
that doesn't count. Does that count?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought like taking an attack and opportunity was like free.
No. So my reaction comes
still
from
count,
one
okay.
of my items.
Okay.
The mantle, I have bloodthirsty.
No, but in general rules, attack of opportunity
It is a reaction.
It counts, so
It counts
it would
as
spend your
reaction,
reaction.
yes.
Okay. Gotcha. I've always wanted to know.
Wait, you didn't know that?
Still a lot about this fucking game. You think I'm doing it all by the book?
I mean, like you
Making
played
it up as I
Baldur's
go.
Gate 3, right?
Huh?
You played Baldur's Gate 3.
It's been a long time.
Have you ever been able to cast spells after making an attack of opportunity?
I always hit stuff with an axe.
That's fair.
I go roar. And blink. That's my turn.
I haven't used a bonus action yet, have I?
No.
Okay. So after doing that, I'll just look toward Fenrir. Assist your friend. I have this.
Hop onto the things.
Frenzy attack for a bonus action melee attack.
All I imagine him is just climbing up the rubble and just like he jumps and ready to.
I've come for your bitch ass. Climbing into the.
Yeah, this Rex like turns on his back, sees you coming.
It's been a long time since I've had a mate.
Natural 20.
As soon as I said that too, come on.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Nice, dude.
So that's another 13 damage to it.
Where I confirm they
Just
call me
like-
Tyrone.
I'm just gonna
That's
like
an additional 13.
yeah, that's or 13 damage.
That's
'cause-
total.
Yeah.
For your crit.
Oh wait, for a crit,
You got a nat 20, right?
I don't have to roll anything up because it's melee, like fist only right now.
Oh.
So that's 20 points a day.
Yeah, so it'd be
26 points
26. Yeah.
Because
You
you're
got
not
a
using
crit, like you get your double.
I-
You're good. You're good.
Brain.
Yeah, like this thing sees you coming. Ah, where do you hit it? Like on the
Right in the
chest.
crotch.
eye?
Or like right at his like teeth. I'm just like,
Yeah, you slam. Like maybe like get cut a little bit, but it like, and you just knock all those front teeth out of the bottom row.
just
I
gonna-
want the smoke. I need the smoke.
I'm gonna climb up over here. I'm gonna do people's elbow. Just
At this point, this thing is starting to look pretty fucked up.
It's just like it's trying to roar at me, but I'm just like.
All right, Narina.
Narina.
This thing's gonna turn around and nat 20 as it bites you.
As I said, assist your friend.
Make a this is fine. If it is grappled, escape DC 17. Make a strength check.
she's gonna.
I'm gonna deflect attack react.
Ooh. Nice. Okay. What does that do? Just kind of like get it to have
So,
disadvantage?
so
or-
what's the damage she's taking from the bite if she hits it?
So it's a bite and it's choosing to grapple.
Okay, so it has to make the attack roll.
So it's a nat 20 on the attack.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's the damage?
Let's do the
Because now you have to roll your
one.
damage.
roll one.
1d10 plus 18.
32 points of piercing damage. Oh, wait, 32. There's even more. What's 5 times 12?
5 times 12.
60?
No, 6.
So it's 5d12 from the
60.
bite.
Yeah.
And if it's a crit, we're doing the max damage, right?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So 512, that's 60. Plus 7. And then in addition, it's the 32.
So 92 points of damage. So you're
Holy
deflected. 92 minus 23.
I came to play.
No, it's like 69 points.
nice.
It's Christ.
Okay.
So you half the damage, you reduce the damage like crazy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Half damage. 69.
Yeah.
There. But when she deflected it, she just starts laughing, basically.
Would that essentially stop it from getting the grapple?
It's part of the deflect attack, so it doesn't negate the attack fully, but it does. Well, let me see the deflect attack.
Go for it. Grab my phone.
Because I would say like it gets the bite down, causing the damage, and when it starts to kind of pull, if you're restrained or resisting it, you like lash
That's what
out
I'm
and like
thinking,
break
too.
the hold. So we'll say that like yes, it breaks the hold. This thing rears back, surprise, and it's gonna go again. Had you not resisted, it'd be stuck.
I need to know if
It's gonna be a 21 on that one. Just so you
I'm
know.
trying to see if I can use a point. The ding dong.
You can.
This- and I can use one of these.
Mhm.
Right, focus point. And that
Got it. I'm keeping track.
can do
Also,
the deflect attack again.
Was it dying?
it was like a half, but
Just one reaction, you use the reaction.
It powers down the app after a while, which is good, and it leaves it
Yeah.
how it should be.
so
So
nice.
Then she gets her.
Yeah, you should be
Alright, so what you got?
So like the first one,
it was a 21 total.
no.
No.
Perfect. So like it, you know, you like break out, and it's just like goes to try to bite you again, and you might like to like you know like redirect it, and it like raises its tail, and it like smashes down against the house behind it. But the elf manages to kind of like get out of its way in time, and he's like grappling his wounds, just like get me out of here. And then is that your turn? Oh wait, no, that was the Rex turn. Wasn't it?
That was the Rex.
We are top of the order now. Back to the elves. We're gonna have them shift off in that direction, and they're gonna
All
take
of
it.
them?
Yeah, as one. Kind of like
Toward the
keep them,
danger?
like toward, like away from the house. And then the dude who got hurt, put him in the back. So 3 of these guys are gonna take shots. Dude, what the fuck? All of them got a 17. All 3 dice are 17. You can look. That's crazy.
cool.
Is that enough to hit?
Yeah. The 3 brothers all together.
Perhaps she doesn't. Who knows? Anything can happen.
My bravery with the damn stone. That's what I was remembering. Because even if it's not a 2, she believes it's lucky because she's a dork.
Yep, so again, like they have like these like stick looking things, and as they pull into the air, it like folds and creates the arc of light, and they shoot these arrows straight at the creature.
Quincy.
I like to think that it's like, you know, almost like the like a walking stick equivalent, but like it like as they pull the drawstring, this invisible drawstring, it formulates into like a bow,
Again, Quincy's.
and then they're able to collapse this, and then put it away. I don't know what a quincy is, guys. You guys are saying a word to me
Bleach.
that's like.
You ever watch Bleach?
Oh
Well,
my God.
yeah, I've started watching Bleach. I need to continue watching Bleach.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why they have this bow, this concept, and,
Because they all have
and also because
They're elves.
they're silver saints.
they're all silver snake clothes.
They have their turn, Narina. Your turn.
Go nuts.
When they shoot their arrows in unison, it like strikes the side of this thing's neck, and you just see like little gushes of blood every once in a while in the rain.
That's right, it's still raining.
Yep.
My nose and to rip.
Oh. So like, what she's trying to do is like hop on top of it, and she's gonna do her strikes, but instead of like normal like actual blows, it's just her like striking with her nails to dig into the neck and open the wound.
Okay.
So make your 4 attacks.
It's like a
Which
punch,
one?
grab, pull. Punch, grab,
The knife hands.
punch, grab, pull. Yeah.
12 plus 13.
Sounds like it hits.
25.
Yep,
25.
that hits.
31.
Yep, that hits. Yep.
That one does not hit. No. 17.
That's 20.
Nice. Go ahead and calculate
So
your damage.
3 hits.
So that's 1d10.
Dude, that triple 17 is insane.
Or am I rolling more?
Oh,
I rolled, like, I
you're
took all
rolling
3
3
L's and went, and they all got a 17.
No, like before we
That
started
is the most
playing,
weird NPC thing I've ever seen.
before we started playing, I rolled both the
I
D20s,
saw,
they
I know,
both
I
landed
saw.
20.
I was there.
I was dead.
There when it was written.
Boy.
Oh my god.
Tonight we're watching Narnia. Oh, Narnia!
I haven't seen those movies in so long.
Have you seen them
The
all?
third one is the one that like kind of threw me off.
Because it was weak.
25.
It was the weakest
And
one.
I heard that they're doing a series. They better not.
Mm.
The Narnia series.
I haven't heard much about it.
It's been rumored for a little while. It's been in production hell, as they say.
It's the same with one of the books that I was reading that they said that they were making a TV show about that like 10 years ago.
And then the kids only got older and older, so they like stopped making this all together. Nowadays, it's old as shit.
Even if it matches.
Oh,
I hate
57.
the 19 series. I hate how the story ends for Susan.
Oh, yeah, the whole thing is stupid.
57 force damage.
So you get on this thing and you're just like digging into this wound, and finally you get like this split in a crack, like a crunching noise as the rib cage kind of like splits open, and you just reveal flesh and blood pulling it down the side of this thing. It lets out a long roar that everybody can hear, and it kind of like echoes across the land. You two begin to feel this unsettling feeling creeping through the air. And we go over to Fenrir. Yeah, you're like running by in the rain, and in the background it's just.
So, with this one, I'm going to.
I want to play a campaign. Like, I want to make another barbarian so we could be like bros. It'd be so cool.
Fenrir's gonna run up, and after she like gets up and does her attacks, and then do you hop off or do you stay up there?
No, she's staying up there. So she's basically has her hands deeper now.
You're like on its back, like digging into
Yeah.
its wound. All right, yeah.
And when it goes to like,
I thought you were digging on the side. That's why I said ribs. So no,
oh,
visual.
when it goes to like roar up into the sky, Fenrir jumps up and first with like striking down at it. It's technically.
Technical.
Technically.
Sure. Okay.
34.
To hit?
Yeah.
Why are you asking anymore?
Because it's normal
Wait, 5
It's the
hits.
polite thing.
Suddenly, they all have 33 AC. You're
Ah!
fucked.
It's kind of like whenever you roll and you're like, natural 20. Does that hit? Gee,
I don't know, does it?
Stop. Typically, I'm purposely asking to be
I
funny.
know.
Like, this is just becoming like, come on.
Come on.
Does 1,000 hit? Nope.
I swear.
I can imagine the heart attack you guys would have. It's just like, does it 31 hit? No.
Oh.
It's God's turn.
Oh.
Does infinity.
Once you see those those videos where it's like when the DM tells you it doesn't hit.
27.
It's a hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No damage.
Oh.
So for the first attack, kind of like when it goes to like roar, Fenrir jumps up and kind of like smashes into its nose, and as it goes down, he's gonna pull the spear out and kind of drop down on it.
Okay, one more time. What was the total damage? Because
27. This is the first attack.
Mess me up, you stupid little thing.
27?
Yes.
Okay.
And when it gets hit in the nose as it's going back down, he's gonna pull the sword spear out
Mhm.
and drop down right on it.
Okay.
What is it?
Where is that?
Whatever it is, I gotta roll it probably.
Okay.
That's the natural 20.
Trying not to. It was a 5.
Okay, now I'm
Go ahead, Henry.
Unless it
26.
Twenty-
26.
It's a hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright.
One day it's going to be a no. It's going to be like the most shocking moment of
I know.
Excuse me? These are henchmen? Yes.
It's possible for a henchman to get natural 20.
It's possible for a lot of things to happen in this game. Especially in the late game when you guys are damn near doing like one-shot hits.
The current Exandria Unlimited thing they have going on with Purple,
See you stop doing that!
they started
Did you
off,
get his die?
No, I got it.
Alright.
they started off
Stop
playing as NPC.
Stop. What are you, new to this game?
Kind of. Oh.
I've never played this game.
15 plus 3.
That's how I feel anytime I play a class. I don't really-
29 points of damage on that one.
That's also legend.
No, this is piercing. And it's still magical, though.
Don't worry. I'll figure out a way to resist all that one day.
Oh.
And that'll also shock the world. Like, you son of a bitch. Like,
You guys
Oh.
kept killing everything.
they just have adamantite skin.
Once you just crit against it, that's fine.
Does a 29 hit? No.
Pulling the spear out and then like as like just a
Imagine kobolds with a 30 AC.
God,
Each of them,
punches it,
their health
sends them
doesn't
flying,
change,
it
so if
just
you do
climbs
land a
down
hit,
the
they're
level.
gonna die. They explode essentially. 11 days! And
That's
you,
their battle
in
cry.
unison, they're all like charging for it. What you got?
Natural 20.
Nice. What do you want me to say?
So like as the first like the punch in the nose to send it down, the drop down with the spear to like pin its head a little bit, to the pull out and then re-pierce.
Mhm.
That's already
Wow, damage.
56 points of damage without being rolled.
Okay.
Without being rolled.
Okay.
This Rex gets a second phase. Arms extend.
Not these Rexes.
No, but like his arms extend.
Hold on, what?
That's what makes
Hold
him
up.
stronger.
Hang on. Stop.
I like to think that eventually a lot of the creatures that this creature has in control are kind of bending reality.
So the arms could get longer.
Hands.
And they'll come on stop.
It has hands, and then you guys see a giant
Oh my
horse with
goodness.
hands on it.
No!
And it's like, it's not!
All I thought was the little one. It just
Like, you ever seen The
does it.
Mist? You ever seen The Mist?
Yeah.
And they see the really giant thing walking in the
Yeah.
mist. But imagine just a horse with hands.
Oh my god!
Fenrir's like, I am ready.
Instead of like doing any sound, it's just like nay.
Nay. Nay.
Be scared. Nay.
Be scared.
The worst part is, like, if it's out in the distance, you can just see its silhouette, but you hear it saying, "Help me,
No.
help me."
No.
Nope.
Edward.
No!
Uh,
I hate you for that one.
47.
47 total?
Yeah. Wait.
Then the music.
47?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was like, I heard that. and
Yeah,
I
it
was
threw
like,
you
I was like,
off completely.
did I do a full flat one?
So you come in with the spear,
Or is that a 99?
and you're like,
I think I did 99. So that was 99.
That was a lot. That was
Okay.
a lot. But like you come in, stab, and then like, and then you bring it up, and it's like gurgling blood now. This poor Rex. And then we go over to.
That's a bonus.
Do you? I was gonna say, do you have any bonus
I can
actions or
bonus
anything?
action with my claw.
He just takes. He takes that little pillow.
Oh, Rex is so confused.
What'd you get?
Starts breathing through his nostrils.
That hits.
Okay, what's the number this time?
Oh, now you want me to tell you the number? You don't have
Now,
30. 30. Does that hit?
you see, you don't have to ask. If you just say 30, I'm gonna say yes. If you ask, I'm gonna
You
say
don't
no.
have to complain.
It's the other way around. No, you've been asking if those hit. There's a difference with what you're saying. The English language is very specific.
We're all hearing this, right?
Yeah.
We all heard what he said.
Everybody rewind back.
What's your total damage?
Flip it. No,
What's your total damage?
the 30 was the attack roll.
Okay. That hits.
Oh no, I have moved. I am back in place.
And she's still not sleeping through everything.
She's gonna get home and be like, I'm hungry.
30.
Huh?
That is also 30.
Finish it.
Start having
So like, as like the second spear pierce and it makes the yowl.
It's in pain. You're cutting its roar short all of a sudden.
Kind of like I put my foot onto the back of its neck where like the head connects, and then I just pull the spear down and just snap the whole neck.
Yep, you hear the snap of the neck, it turns its head, and then just goes limp on the ground.
Fenrir just kind of drops off, pulls the spear out, puts it away. He's like steam coming off of his body because he just did what he did.
Perfect. And then we go over to the other Rex that currently has you sitting on top of it.
Help me!
Um,
He's doing things to
he
me.
can make an attack though, right? Like he's like,
Yeah,
He's
still make.
He's prone.
prone,
It's
so-
attack with disadvantage.
yeah, I would say like let's do that.
You know, I'm on top of him, just like.
Literally so.
I see.
21.
It's enough time in county jail. No,
Okay.
21 hits.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first
My
one.
my AC is 20.
And the second one is going to try to grapple you, so get ready to make a strength check here. Probably do it. It's going to be a 25 on that hit.
Okay. Which will be half, so
25 on the strength check.
no on the damage. So that's like what?
No. That's the hit.
Oh, the 25 was
25
the
to
hit.
hit. It's 2 bites. And on the second bite, it's going to try to grapple.
Okay, so 21 was hit, then 25 hit.
Mm-hmm.
That was at the grapple. You
So
said?
it's 2 hits, you said.
Okay.
So 21 hits
Yes.
and 25 hits,
Yes.
obviously. And then you need to make a strength check.
Okay.
And it's contested with whatever that attack roll is. As per the old rules.
So 25. That's what I was wondering, because it just says escape DC 17,
So-
but it doesn't tell me. What?
When it's the
27?
when the grapple occurs,
Grapple is a
it's
strength.
the attack.
27.
Okay, so it does not grapple you with this. So first bit of damage here. We're not gonna do the tail because his tail is like completely fucked right now.
It's just like broken in 3
Broken.
places.
On the
Just like-
cross.
It's just like literally like broken here, broken there, like
It's
this.
zigzag.
I'm sorry.
So 80 points of piercing damage total between the 2 bites.
So that's 40. Wait, what kind of damage is it?
Piercing.
Okay, yeah.
So this thing like lunges out, trying to like stop you from
With the few
damaging it,
teeth it has.
and then like it tries to lunge again, gets another hit in, and then from there it's gonna go right over to
retaliation.
Okay.
So dirty 20
No,
Wait, no. plus 14, so it's
30.
20.
25.
Wait, no.
Let him do his.
I'm sorry, it's 25. Yeah, you're right.
That hits. Okay.
So, yeah, so that's just 13 damage right there. Then that's 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yeah. How dare you bite me?
Okay.
With the little teeth you have.
From there, it
That's
is
the
now
most
your
I've ever
turn.
seen.
I'll be doing laundry tomorrow. Okay.
She still wants me starting to sleep in her own bed or room. She still wants me to like.
Wait, do
move
I
and
need
keep her
to do a
company,
reckless attack?
too.
Because it just says I have advantage.
It's prone. You already have advantage.
Yeah,
You're good.
yeah. So
Reckless. See, like if we were playing with the 2020.
once I'm already in rage, so I already have advantage from that. Or no, it's for
Rage
strength
doesn't
checks
give
and
you
saves.
advantage.
Yeah,
It's prone.
yeah.
So the only time that the reckless attack will ever matter in our situation. Oh my god! I didn't even do brutal critical. I rolled a critical.
I was actually just reading that right now.
Yeah.
Not only did
Yay.
you rip this thing like break its neck, you just completely like uprooted its throat completely. It's just bloody mess.
Just like slid it over with. The
I could have
Yeah.
done that in the
And
last.
Entrail.
I just realized I could have done the brutal critical last turn. But
Yeah.
That's too late now.
And you know what's funny about that non-armed attacks?
But
Whatever your brutal critical is, it's times that amount over normal critical. So like if you go, oh, I hit a critical, that's times 2 damage. Cool, that's 20. Now add it, brutal critical 3 times. 50 points of damage. 1 strike, flat damage.
okay.
Yeah, brutal critical is really good, but it only happens when you crit. Which is the why in 2024 stuff they changed it out. They made reckless attack actually useful. When you reckless attack, it adds 2d10 to whatever damage you're rolling, and it does extra stuff like knockback, prone, or make them go for a disadvantage on their next attack roll. Like there's actual like stuff that it does. Kind of like how they did Rogue too. Rogue's funny because you can do sneak attack, but instead of normal sneak attack, you can be like, I trade 6d6 for sleep. So like you go up unconscious. Like
All I saw is you doing the Steven Seagal things.
Hey,
No.
come on, we're trying to wrap up. We got like 15
Yeah.
minutes, and I want to try to
I'm
make
trying
it.
to like trying to think.
You're literally like right there, by the way. Like,
just smash it.
yeah, like, you got
Okay,
that.
that's right. Okay, so here.
You got 3 attacks.
So 14 plus 14, that's what
28.
20, yeah.
It's 13.
So yeah, 13 damage right there. 6 plus 14, which I don't think. Yeah.
Stop moving.
Then the frenzy. 19 plus 14, so I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah, it's another
That's
13.
Another 13. Yep.
And how do you finish the scene?
So like as it's like struggling there, like taking those last few hits, I kind of just like go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and King Kong it in a way, just grabbing the top mouth and like when I grab the bottom jaw, like I just kind of crush it in my grip, and just ripping off its entire like front there.
Yeah, this thing lets out a weird,
like
guttural noise.
So,
and it just
so you,
finally
you
gets cut
gummed-
short as you hear like the
You gummed
collarbone
the
snap.
T-Rex, and I did Predator.
Yeah, it was a simultaneous her. Ah! You coming over. Ah! 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 And it's like he just kind of settles into silence. The rain kind of.
Well, all that's happened.
God, music. So like you
Where's
finish this thing off.
Where's that uneasy feeling coming from, though, too?
It's kind of looming in the air right now. In fact, like you guys finish these off. The elves kind of like running out. They're like checking their brother and they're just like giving him like some potions and trying to like heal him up. And he's like leaning against the remains of this building, kind of taking a breather. Avarice and Kalen, they joined you guys. They're looking over the mess, and they said, "You ever think about being a scout in the north? We could use both of you, maybe even you." And like the Smeeble, like the one that you guys still don't know their names yet. He's looking at you and he's like, that was really cool. How you did that? You were flying. Were you scared at all?
No.
Wish I was that cool.
Fenrir and Thrag just like staring, like looking around.
He just kind of had like a moment there, was just like trying to calm himself down from.
So, you guys are
As soon as you guys lock eyes.
starting to kind of like.
They didn't start fighting.
So you guys are like kind of like settling down, and you notice that the rain starts to slowly subside until it just stops raining. But you notice that as it stops pouring down, the remainder of the rain like seems to freeze in the air, and then start to ascend rapidly. And it goes straight up into the sky, and you notice that it goes into one large rain cloud. And this rain cloud looms above the mountain range, which is about another couple hours away from where you guys are standing currently. And you notice that it starts to kind of become this like vortex of like winds kind of spiraling around. You can see it swirling in the sky, lightning kind of cascading out of it. But amongst the lighting, you notice that there is a large figure formulating within the storm cloud itself. And the mountain range beneath it, you can see the trees and everything blowing around as if a hurricane is going through it. There's leaves kind of blowing off, and some of them kind of reaching out towards you guys as these strong, powerful winds are picking up. And you can hear like this. Amongst the trees in the mountains, you can see that there's large creatures kind of running around rampantly, charging straight down the mountain. Some of them kind of heading off towards the west side. The elves are looking at this, and they look to each other and they say, "They're definitely moving towards home. We have to go now." And the four of them kind of like look around for the horse, and when they don't see it, they start to kind of run. Everest stopping. "Come on, we don't have much time. Let's go. We have to warn the others."
I would say like Thrag's just kind of like locked, like eyes locked onto like the creature at the top of the mountain for a moment. Just like,
Ripper's also kind of staring at it.
And as you guys are looking into the storm cloud, the blue lightning effects that are kind of going through become this red, almost like magma boiling at the top of a volcano. And it begins to take the shape of this large creature. I would say kind of looks like a bull, but with tusks growing out of the side of its face, and it seems to have like these like kind of growths of like trees and stuff like that kind of growing from the top of its head, creating like this mane of hair as it formulates itself on top of the mountain, and it seems to drop from the sky and land atop of it. And you see the land kind of
Just made Gigantomachia bigger.
you feel the ground shake again. Sure. And that split that's right there kind of like cracks open a little bit further, and you see the building start to kind of collapse in as the rest of the farm just falls to the chaos. And as you guys see this looming creature, it like adjusts its jaw and snaps and just kind of lets out a roar, and that's when we end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
All right, anybody who hung out with us on tonight's session, we will see you on the next one next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.